It's week 7 of the regular season and playoffs loom large. The possibility of a district crown is still within reach of the two teams that meet on the gridiron tonight. The Santa Maria Gators welcome the Eagles of Live Oak to the pit for a big 5-5A district matchup. Both teams are riding a 2-game win streak. Who will make it 3 in a row? We'll find out together as the Gators tangle with the Eagles live on the REV Game of the Week.
We're REV Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Chris's Specialty Foods has you covered for tailgating this season. We do all the prep work so you can spend time enjoying your family and friends. Steaks, burgers, sausage, chicken, wild game, and many other great pork options. Our central location is now open on Wax Road behind the Walmart. And the new Highland location serves hot lunches and has a meeting space for your work team. New Orleans and Millerville are rocking as well. It's fast, affordable, and delicious. It's Chris's Specialty Foods.
Everybody loves Chris's.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar, go from 0 to 100. That's why REV is bringing the speed, buku speed, high-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana, all backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of buku speed. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Mark your calendars for the first annual City of Gonzales Fall Fest. Join us on Sunday, October 27th at the Price of Law Pace Center from noon to 4 p.m. Enjoy a fantastic range of free fall activities and be entertained by the soulful sounds of Jamel Richardson. It's an event full of fun and music that you won't want to miss.
It's a warm night at the pit. We're so glad that you've joined us for the REV Game of the Week. I'm Jimmy Frederick, and we are welcoming back to the booth our very own Hall of Famer, David Swacker. Coach, a little worried there last week. So glad to have you back up here, my friend, and we're ready for a good football game.
I appreciate it, and all the thoughts and prayers that everybody sent me, along with you guys. Very nice and ready for some homecoming football action here in 5-5A.
And it is always exciting, and when I would talk about it as the game goes on, especially at halftime with Jolie Hartman, but it's always exciting for a homecoming game. It just means something else. And, you know, Santa Maria has had a lot going on in the last couple of weeks. Of course, they had the big rivalry game last week with East Ascension, homecoming this week, and what a game it was last week as they beat East Ascension 17-12. And we'll take a look at what happened last week with both of these two teams. It was an incredible game. Of course, we had it right here on Rev Sports 1, and it was everything we expected it to be. And then, of course, Live Oak, a big win over Prairieville. So both of these teams are riding a 2-game win streak, and that is a big deal for district.
And if you look at Live Oak, you have to be a little bit impressed with them because scoring-wise, they've been fairly consistent most of the year, but here, the last 2 or 3 games, they've really come on fairly strong. They're really impressed with the young quarterback that they have, and feel like defensively they're pretty sound. So it's going to be interesting. And look, let me just tell you, you know, when you beat somebody in Livingston Parish and you're from Livingston Parish, or Ascension Parish and you're from Ascension Parish, it's a big deal. And so they have some good things going for them right now going into this 5-5A district game.
Real quick, I want to mention, of course, Dutchtown sits atop the district standings, but you've got Santa Maria with 1 loss and Live Oak with 2 losses. This is a big game. Live Oak is still in the hunt. We could have all kinds of chaos if things go the way they could go in the last 3 weeks of this season. Let's take a look at our coach's notebook, and for Live Oak, it's Randall Leggett. He's in his first year at Live Oak. He was the offensive coordinator last year. He took over this year, and he is 3-4 on the season. And he has really instilled in these guys. He said it was a very easy transition because he was able to come from his offensive coordinator spot and now then straight into the head coaching spot. And, of course, for Santa Ma, David Oliver, he is a long time here. He is basically just a mainstay here on the sidelines for Santa Ma, 17 years, and he's got a ton of wins.
And I'm going to tell you, I feel like I'm the one that's getting old, not Oliver. When he walked in the door and he joined us my last year as head coach, and when I see 17 years, what a job he and the staff have done over the years. And Coach Leggett, the big thing that I see that he played at Curtis. Mm-hmm. Now, you have to set your philosophies and stuff like this. Can you imagine learning from J.T. Curtis over the years and throwing, maybe not offensively and defensively, but some of the things that you learned over the years from Coach Curtis? Very outstanding, which he only has over 500 victories.
I'm a little surprised that these two teams have only met 4 times in the past. And looking at their all-time series record, Santa Ma leads the all-time record 4-0. Last year, Santa Ma won 20-3. This is cross-parish rivalries are not far from each other. I know that they have just recently in the last few years been put in the same district. So that would be why the series is a little bit short. But still, I'm surprised they hadn't played more than that.
And another thing, Jimmy, that's happened, just like this parish right here has grown. Well, Livingston Parish, those schools, Walker, I can remember when it was like a AA or AAA school. Live Oak, Denham's always been the big school in the parish and stuff like this. So it's interesting. Now, I kind of wonder if they're going to follow suit as Santa Ma and maybe at another high school somewhere down the road in the Denham Springs area.
Well, let's take a look at Live Oak's keys to victory. And talking with Coach Leggett this week, he really was putting a lot of emphasis on these 3 things. And number 1, convert on third downs. It's always something you always want to win, the turnover battle. But the thing you really got to do is spend the night in the offensive backfield, Coach. They really want to get after that quarterback.
And I've talked to you a little bit. I used to get on Lyle about this all the time. Check out third down conversions. When the Saints won the Super Bowl, they were the best in the league. And it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be the best or you're going to win the game, but your chances are like 80 and 90%. If you win third down conversions, you're going to win that games along with turnovers right there. And so that turnover battle is crucial. And, every coach right here understands that, you're cutting a drive short. You can see the little lights blinking on and off. Big plus right here in Ascension Parish. It used to be if the lights went off.
They stayed off for a long time.
Yeah, for a long time. I remember we played Catholic one night.
I was there. I did that game for another.
They stayed off for a long time.
I don't think we left there till 2 o'clock in the morning. There you go. See the Gators coming out, and they are excited about this homecoming game. Well, let's take a look at the keys to victory for the Santa Ma Gators, and that's what they have to do. They've got to control the trenches. They really have a size advantage. Question is whether or not they have an athletic advantage. We'll see about that. No mistakes on kickoffs. They have given up 3 kickoff returns, 2 in their losses that they had just a little bit ago. And then, of course, they didn't give up a kickoff mistake last week. And then they got to let Babin be Babin, Coach. And when you let Babin go, he's going to do some good stuff. And,
I've been knowing the kid for a long time. And I truly believe he can beat you on any night with one of 3 things. Definitely his legs in the running and scrambling, extending plays, with his arm in the passing game. And to me, the most important part about any quarterback is that they be able to beat you with their brain.
We're going to talk about some of the key players, and for for Santa Ma, it is Tyree Williams. And on offense and on defense, it's Evan Williams. As we see our captains coming out on the field. And, Coach, this is a game that has a lot of different facets to it. And we talked a little bit about you talked about Cooper Babin and his ability to throw the football. But Tyree Williams has come off an injury, and he has really did a great job last week. Played most of the game last week.
And, they've survived and had success with a few other kids and stuff like this. But Tyree's the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a big guy, but he's quick, he's fast, and, he's big into the powerlifting. He's very strong. And so, I just truly believe that between him and Cooper Babin, they have to be a large portion of the running game for the Gators tonight.
So it will be the Gators will receive. As Live Oak won the toss, they defer to the second half, and we are moments away from the start of this football game. Our officiating crew, they are from the Baton Rouge Association. Paul Mayral is our referee, our white hat.
Well, I'm not going to say because Santa Ma and this group's in 5A that they have the best officials here, but always a good crew for the pit here.
It is time for our national anthem. Always a beautiful rendition presented by the Santa Ma Gator Marching Band. Here are your color guard.
Heavenly Father, thank you for
Wait for
allowing
prayer,
us to
excuse me.
gather here tonight and giving each player the gift of health and perseverance as we enter the game. Please keep us in the spirit of sportsmanship throughout the game, on and off the field. We ask you bless everyone present tonight, keeping them free from all harm and distress and returning them all home safely. Please be by the sides of each player and keep them safe from all injuries. In your name, we pray and play. Amen.
Our American flag presenter is Julian Donnell. State flag is Cadet Brian Cullen. Right shoulder is Cadet Grant Wells, and left shoulder Bryson Bond. There with the Navy Junior ROTC, and they always do a phenomenal job.
Today's being presented by the Santa Ma High School Naval Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps. Color Guard members are National Flag Cadet Julian Donnell, State Flag Cadet Brian Cullen, Right Rifleman Cadet Grant Wells, Left Rifleman Cadet Bryson Bond.
It is homecoming at Santa Ma. Let's take a look at some of the things going on for a homecoming. This is the 47th homecoming game. The Gators are 39-7 overall. The Gators have won 9 straight homecoming games, and we'll see if Live Oak can make it 10 in a row. Queen, she will be announced at halftime, and we're excited to have Jolie Hartman on the sideline for us. She's going to be bringing us some great homecoming information, giving you some interviews with the homecoming court, and we'll talk with the Queen in the third quarter. Our king this year is Kaysen Vicknair. Congratulations to him. Last year, the Gators defeated Jefferson Rise 53-0. I don't think they're going to be able to hold suit and follow that one, but we will wait and see. 53 is a lot to ask for against these very tough Live Oak games.
That would be a nice thought, but I don't think that's going to happen in a 5-5-8 district game. And here you go. We got the
homecoming court. Look at it. We will have them as we see them at in the first end of the first quarter. We will get to talk with them. Jolie will be down there with them. And great group. Congratulations to them for being named. And here we go. Live Oak will kick it away, and this is how we start things off. As Live Oak will kick it away, Breck Schultz will put his foot into it. Set to receive.
Schultz
is Myers.
Also the punter.
And it will be booted into the end zone. So the Gators will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Let's take a look at the offensive starters for the Santa Maria Gators. They'll start like this. Of course, Cooper Babin is at quarterback. You've got Tyree Williams as your running back. Your receivers are Elisar Johnson. He is so explosive. Kevin Taylor and Reed Myers is incredible across the front. They're big. Austin McNabb, Thornton Kling, Palacios, and Baxter. They have got a good squad up front. Here we go, our first play from scrimmage.
Boy, a heck of a kickoff right there, about 8 yards deep in the end zone.
This will be Tyree Williams. Williams will be wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. They might have given him a yard, but that's about it. Let's go to the defensive starters now for Live Oak. The Eagles will go across the front. Cowart, Edmondson, and Trammell are your defensive front, along with Harvey. We'll get those again in just a second. Babin drops back, looking for somebody to throw to. He will have to throw this one away, and I'm not sure he was out of the tackle box, but he tossed that one deep into the stands. That is one of the keys for the Live Oak Eagles, is get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what they did there. They pressured him. They don't have to tackle him, but they do have to do exactly what they did right there.
You in that play right there, extend it as long as you can, and you throw it, and you get out of that tackle box. You can throw it out of bounds. You just got to throw it past the down box, and gives you an opportunity at 3rd and 9.
Three receivers to the bottom of your screen, and Williams in the backfield. Now Cooper will tuck it himself. He's got a little running room. He will get out across the 30-yard line to the 32. He picks up 11 yards on that one.
First down, Gators. That's a Jones Construction.
Good job there by Babin. Watch the little scramble right there. Protects the football, gets up the field. A couple of yards past the first down marker. That right there, to me, has got to be one of the big keys, whether he's running on purpose or if he's running to try to extend the play.
It will be Williams taking the handoff. He's got a little bit of room to the 40 to the 44-yard line before being knocked out of bounds by number 13 that time, who knocks him down.
So you're running off tackle right here, and then all of a sudden Tyree takes off outside. You can see the speed he has. Not a real big kid, but he's strong, and he gets up the field, getting a first down on the run. Well, the Gators have started out with a few first downs and some pretty nice plays.
12-yard pickup on the run. Babin's first pass, and it's intercepted. Picked right out of the air. At the 40 to the 50-yard line, he's got some running room. It will be Gavin Urson. He may take this one to the house, and he will get tackled at the 10-yard line. A huge turn of events. Just didn't quite get enough on that one.
Well, he didn't have enough, but it looked like man-to-man to me, and that receiver is getting chased, and just a little bit weak on the throw right there. And the Gators doing an outstanding job as far as trying to get there and make a tackle, but then Live Oak was really great on the return all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the offense for, if we have time, we'll see if we can get them in. We'll wait till the next play, Coach. Kingston Johnson's your quarterback. Empson is one of our key players. He's the running back. Across the front, you've got Mattingly, Kelly, and Smart. We'll talk about the rest of them in just a second. Not as big as the Gators, but still very, very good up front. This will be Johnson. He will take it himself and be slung down by Evan Williams. Check that, not Evan, that was Gavin Hebert. Let's take a look at the starting lineup now for the Santa Maria Gators. Santa Maria on defense will start like this. You've got Noah Jenkins, Davis, and Hebert up front. Salzarulo, Carpenter, Williams, and Dykes are your linebackers. The defensive backfield, Ricks, Brown, Miette, and Dunn.
So it's a 2nd and goal right now. The Gators doing a good job trying to get off tackle right there, not picking up anything. So you have a 3rd and goal situation. You know, as you saw, Johnson, the quarterback, is a very good athlete, just a 10th grader, but a very good athlete, and he can make some things happen both in the run game and passing game.
Kingston Johnson's got plenty of time. Now he's going to be flushed. He's going to have to throw this one toward a receiver. It's incomplete. He pretty much threw that one away, but he had number 21 in the vicinity.
Well, good job there by Johnson of just getting the ball out of the way. Non-catchable. Let's just see. We saw the distance that on the kickoff right there was pretty impressive. And let's just see, you know, how we stand right here. That's Schultz, a senior, with a
22-yarder. Check that 27-yarder, and it is up and good. So they got points on the board, making them pay for the interception. And they will have the field goal. 3-0 the score. Live Oak takes an early advantage. We'll be back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
And we're back. So glad you've joined us on the Rev Game of the Week. Again, a mistake by the Santa Maria quarterback. Throws his 10th interception of the year. And the Live Oak Eagles make them pay for it with a 27-yard field goal from Schultz. And Schultz will boot this one. It might go through the uprights almost. It's close, into the end zone. He had it on line. He has got a strong, strong leg.
You know, you can hear it from up here. You know, that pop right there by Schultz, and that one goes 8 yards deep.
Let's take a look at the replay if we could from our great camera guys. They might have gotten away with one here. Did Live Oak. Watch on the handoff after he gives it to Monacer. Looks like the ball pops free, and it does. And I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. They didn't call it, but it looks like Monacer may have gotten the ball right back. But that was a lucky, lucky play right there as that set up the field goal.
Well, you can see it's a man-to-man situation with the free safety free to help.
Quick pitch to Williams. Williams jukes a little bit, but nowhere much to go.
So basically, Coach Leggett, you know, what he's saying is we're going to cover in the secondary, and I'm sure, you know, they could run some zone coverages and stuff like this, but our front seven, whether it's a 4-3 or 4-2, are going to be able to handle the run game.
Jacob Coward on the stop, and it will be Hickerson in the backfield for the Gators. Inside run. Hickerson finds a slight hole. He's going to make them pay for it. Still on his feet. A nice open field tackle at the 46-yard line.
Watch this view right here of the trap right here. Nice little cut back right there by the running back, Hickerson.
And then Billings makes the stop. Good tackle. First down.
There is some on the play for the Eagles.
Across the 45 to the 47-yard line did Hickerson. Cooper Babin is met again hard by Billings that time. Ooh, that'll wake you up.
That's a little read on the outside right there.
Dallas Mattingly on the play for the Eagles will bring up 2nd and 9 for the Gators.
Pickup of 1 for Cooper Babin. He had a nice run on the first series, and that time didn't quite pick up as much. They were ready for it. Boy, good job for Hickerson to put his left foot in the ground and just make that cut, pick up a couple more.
And Hickerson also, with 2 backs in the backfield, it's just like being in an I backfield right there. And you create a 3rd and 4 situation. Possible 2-down territory right here for the Gators.
Against both Dutchtown and Walker, Santa Maria had a really tough time on 3rd down. In fact, they were 0 for 12 against Dutchtown when they lost, and this one is not going to be converted either. Number 52, Gavin Trammell and company make the stop, and it brings up 4th down. So something to be watching for as Santa Maria tries to battle in this football game. They have had trouble on 3rd downs in the last few weeks.
And Live Oak outstanding with the linebackers right there. A lot of times with 2 backs in the backfield, they'll play that 4-3 look right there. Still got your man-to-man situation.
Fierro will put his foot into it. It is going to bounce short and then check up and take a very fortuitous bounce for Live Oak that time. And they will be down at their own 20-yard line with Live Oak.
Eagles have 1st and 10, their own 20-yard line.
Kingston Johnson is a sophomore quarterback. You mentioned it earlier, and he has a pretty good arm, and he is a big sophomore. He is about 6 feet tall and 180 pounds, and that is a good-sized quarterback for a sophomore.
And it's going to be interesting to see because, you know, they got in a situation where they were inside the 10 and 1st and goal and not really able to move it at all. And so here they're bringing in a tight end. A little heavier package right here. Let's see what happens.
Hand off to Montessere. Montessere's got a big hole. That tight end opened it up, and Montessere turns on the afterburners. He's at the 40, still on his feet at the 30. He's got blockers out in front, and the ball pops loose. Picked up. Did he step out of bounds? We'll have to wait and see, but the ball definitely popped loose.
Well, the referee right there chasing right behind it says, and the referee's going to give his.
We'll watch it on the replay.
You got a sideline warning on Live Oak.
Yeah, he must have.
Well, when a Santa Maria player recovered the so-called fumble, basically everybody stopped over there because I'm sure they heard a whistle.
Yeah. 65-yard run for Montessere. And we did not expect him to start. We were expecting Impson to start. But that was a huge hole. You mentioned it, that tight end came in on the jumbo package, and he opened up a nice hole on the outside.
And plus you had an extra blocker back on that side too. So good play, well executed right there. And both their running backs are along with their quarterback, pretty good group of offensive starters for them.
Empty backfield. Johnson looking for somebody to throw to. Did he make the catch? He certainly did. What a great play by the tight end, number 49, Jacob Coward.
Well, you had a tight end release, and he just released outside into the flat. Got covered late right there. Nice little pitch on a run by Johnson, the quarterback, to the tight end for a touchdown.
A 16-yard touchdown strike from Johnson to his tight end, Coward.
I believe the Gators have a 9-game winning streak.
And for homecoming, that's right. And they got a 2-game winning streak going into this game this season. And they have been punched in the mouth a little bit as the Live Oak Eagles take a 10-0 lead with 5:41 left to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this. You are watching the Rev Game of the Week.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar. Go from 0 to 100. That's why Rev is bringing the speed. Buku speed. High-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana. All backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of Buku speed. Make the switch to Rev. Visit us at letsrev.com.
The winning number for tonight's first quarter gift certificate. Check your programs, please.
10-0 the score as the Eagles just really have taken control of this first quarter, both offensively and defensively. Schultz will boot this one into the end zone. Quick scoring update. A big game at Denham Springs. Walker and Denham Springs battling it out in Livingston Parish, and it is a 7-0 early advantage for the Walker Wildcats.
I would have to think that game is as big as it gets in Livingston Parish.
Yeah.
You know, you have a number of basketball schools over there where rivalries are unbelievable. But I'm going to just tell you, Walker and Denham being the big school for years.
Babbitt going to see if he can get something done offensively. Again, they're pushing this offensive line back into the feet of Babbitt, and Babbitt dumps it off. It will be complete. Enough for a first down, and it was well executed. I ran it out.
Watch the play right here. Babbitt on the scramble, but he's keeping his eyes upfield. Good job by the quarterback release, and right before he crosses that down box, flips it out there for about 11 or 12-yard gain and a first down.
First down.
Babbitt, quick pass to the flats. Almost dropped, but he manages to hang on. But a swarm of Eagles, or a flock of Eagles, depending on how you want to look at it, right there to make the stop.
Well, on those plays, you see that all the way up to the NFL. Are you wanting this to be a run play or a pass play? In most cases, it's a run play. Just so happens on this one, a 2-yard loss. Versus man-to-man, if you get by that defender, you have usually a pretty big gain.
Tyree Williams currently flanked to the left side of Babbitt now. 2nd and 12. Babbitt's got some time. He'll throw the football, loops it up for Myers. Myers right in his mitts. A beautifully thrown football to the 40-yard line, and we will give him a 22-yard gain on that one. Boy, that was a dime. He was throwing darts.
And I'm telling you, well covered by Walker right there. Walker defender. Beautiful pitch and catch on the corner route.
This time, he'll hand it off to Tyree Williams. Williams will get to the 30-yard line, and I think another first down. And they are moving the football. And the Gators, another one, on another first down. There's a replay. And Williams, when they're opening up holes for the running back, they've got some running room.
And Williams is a quick, fast guy. He's not very tall, so he can kind of hide behind those big offensive linemen.
Connor Darr now checking into the ball game. Ellisar is out. Again, a handoff to Tyree up the gut. Tyree Williams undercut and stopped by Gabe Harvey.
Gabe Harvey on the play for the Eagles. Bring up 2nd and 7 for the Gators.
Right up the middle. Cooper Babbitt. A 27-yard touchdown run, and the Santa Maria Gators are right back into it.
Well, Coach Oliver had that play called earlier. Didn't work to perfection. Cooper did a good job looking for holes right there. Offensive line, usually two people pulling or one person pulling on that particular situation. And Cooper's able to sidetrack on the free safety and get it to the end zone.
80-yard drive in 5 plays. The extra point from Fierro is up and good. So we have a 10-7 ball game with 3:42 left to go here in the first quarter. We'll be back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Need to make a quick correction. Walker is playing Dutchtown, in fact, hosting Dutchtown, not Denham Springs. So as big of a game as Walker Denham Springs is as terms of rivalry, in terms of 5-5A, this is a huge game in the district for Walker and Dutchtown. They're at Walker, and currently Walker leading 7-0.
And look, last year, Sanamon, Dutchtown, and Walker, three-way tie for first for the district championship.
Fierro boots it, but it's not going to be quite as far as Schultz has been able to do. This is number 9 coming out with it, Lane Billings, and Billings will be crunched at the 14-yard line.
And that right there, I know Coach Oliver may be taking a little sigh of relief right there. 3 touchdowns, 3 kickoff returns. And, you know, after you have a great offensive series right there with the 20-yard run by Cooper Babin at the end, and you do a good job of stopping them inside the 20-yard line on the kickoff return all the way down to the goal line.
It says something about the Sanamon squad. They got really popped a little bit there to begin this football game with the interception, the extra point, and then, of course, the long run and the touchdown by Live Oak. They have come back, they've settled in, and we've seen them do that over the last few weeks. We've had them several weeks this season, and they're settling in nicely. Live Oak run up the middle for 5, make it 4 yards.
And as you see, Live Oak has not participated much in this game on offense, and with some nice big plays. And there you go, you pick up 4 right there for the first down run.
So we've seen
you see an overload there to the left with a tight end and a wing and a receiver real tight.
Johnson handing off to Caden Jones. This defense is all of a sudden stiffening big time. Picks up a yard. Nowhere to go that time, and you see Wesley Dykes in there along with Evan Williams, Jacoby Davis as well.
And Dykes and Williams got to be making plays at those linebacker spots.
This is a big play for the Live Oak Eagles. It's 3rd and 4. One of the keys is converting on 3rd down, just like we talked about with the Gators.
Like the Gators in man-to-man.
Johnson throws the football into the flats. Will find his man, and he's got enough for a first down. Calvin Urson. Urson is the one that made the interception on the first drive, and he will have this one for a first down.
Right at the little quick out from the inside receiver. Little catch and throw for the first down.
Johnson will look over his line, changes the play.
Got that tight end wing over there.
nowhere to go. The defensive line said no to Noah Jenkins and Jacoby Davis.
And Jay Dykes getting his group to settle in because everything's kind of been a run from the center on over to the tight end wing side. That time, defensively, the Gators were able to shut that down.
It was Montessor again on the carry. Again, we have not seen the junior running back, Brendan Empson, who we thought was going to start. Pulling back on play action. Johnson running for his life, dumps it off, finds his receiver. He's got some room and more is punishing defenders, and he will cross the 40 for a first down and a pickup of 12.
Good job extending the play, Johnson, right there.
Ben Moyer was the receiver.
Little pitch and catch. Got a flag on the play.
First penalty of the game, which is nice to see because we had a lot of penalties last week.
I thought there might be an illegal man downfield, but that was number 43, and he can't be an illegal man unless he's covered up.
First penalty of the game is a big one for Live Oak.
We got a 2nd and 15 situation.
45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. We'll have Jolie Hartman in just a bit with our homecoming court, so don't go anywhere for that. This one's going to be off the hands of his intended receiver. It was intended for Cash Davis, a freshman. And it'll bring up third down. So just as they were starting to move the football and they had gotten another first down, penalty really slows them down. And this is a big third down, just for momentum's sake for the Live Oak Eagles.
So we got 3rd and 15. 34 seconds left in the first quarter. We're not in the hydration timeouts anymore.
Although it's warm enough, it's good, but they don't do that anymore in October. Johnson's got some running room, and he's going to take it himself. He will be upended on a beautiful open field tackle. That was Andon Miet on the stop, and he saved what looked like it was going to be a first down.
Miet, outstanding tackler right there, because I'm telling you, if he gets by there, it's going to be first down and maybe first and a lot more.
That's right. 7, they're going to let this roll out, and we are going to head down to Jolie Hartman. We in the first quarter, the Eagles lead 10-7. Let's head down to Jolie. Jolie?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the pit down here on the field. My name is Jolie Hartman, and I have the honor to introduce Santa Monica High 2024 Homecoming Maids, and I am with
Jillian Martin, Alexa Foster, Kaylee Broussard, Claire Clearwatt, Cameron Accardo, Bella Babin, Sarah Gonzalez, Julia Haddon, Faith Bateman, Addison Robert, Ava Vigner, Asia Williams,
Patricia Wilson.
And one of these beautiful maids will be announced tonight at halftime, our homecoming queen of 2024. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Jolie. Lovely homecoming court. Congratulations to all those young ladies. It's got to be a special thing to be selected by your peers to be on the homecoming court. You were probably on the homecoming court, weren't you, Coach?
As a head coach and athletic director at Santa Monica, you know what you got to do? Walk the queen.
Ah, nice.
And you know what? Don't screw that up, okay? Don't trip her.
That's important.
If she trips you, you got to become a better athlete. Interesting right there, and, they tell you every little corner of the gym to go into, and really a big, big time. Of course, we had that as part of the festivities of pep rallies. They'll have it at halftime tonight.
A big week for high school, a big week for everybody involved. It brings up 4th down.
See what kind of punter Schultz is.
Well, he's pretty good. As he boots this one, it will drive Easton Humphrey back, and he will pick up 12 yards on the return. And good field position for the Gators as they will take over at their own 43.
I got that as almost a 50-yard punt. Well, the tight spiral on it too, Jimmy. Impressive. A
kicker, especially in high school, a punter, field goal kicker, place kicker, just such a weapon in any level of football, but especially at high school where it really is not quite as specialized as maybe it is in college game, but so it's getting to be.
You know what you got to do in that situation? You got to be able to cover that.
Yeah.
And a nice job on the return.
There's certainly a thing that's out kicking your coverage. Following his blockers is Hickerson. And Hickerson will pick up 3. Nice job for the Live Oak defense to follow that through. And it was Billy Edmondson making the stop along with number 97, Gabe Harvey.
And a lot of yardage left to right, not a lot north and south. Picking up 3 on the place. 2nd and 7.
Cooper throwing downfield. He's got Johnson, just overthrows Johnson, had some separation. And we've been looking at matchups, and we were wondering what the matchup was going to be. And Urson is right now matched up on Johnson. And Tim just couldn't come down with it.
Well, a little bit overthrown, but this is what I'll tell you. This is what you want to do. Put 3 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. The free safety's going to go over there and help out. And you can run hitch, slants, outs, and right there vertical. Probably up most all night long.
Ryler Rizzuto on the quick slant, just as you were saying, and he will pick up the 1st down and a little bit more as he gets about 9 yards on the quick slant. And that was a good throw and catch by Rizzuto.
You know, Jimmy, the slant is making a strong living all the way up to the NFL right now. A lot of people are saying, well, I got 8 yards on a slant. They consider that almost a run play.
Boy, good hard run for Hickerson. Hickerson just bowling through Eagles defenders. Only a sophomore.
Hickerson trying the right side for the Gators.
Brings up 2nd down. He picked up 6. Hickerson really took up a lot of the slack when Tyree Williams was injured with that groin injury. And he is again doing a good job here in the 2nd quarter. Ellisher will go in motion. Cooper Babin is going to be hit for the first time, but he escapes, dumps the ball off, and just trying to get it out of his hand, and he's lucky he did. Hickerson was in the vicinity, but he is lucky he's able to escape that one.
Well, possible 4-down territory here with 3rd and 3 or 4 there. Good job right there getting rid of the ball. Maybe probably, I think he was thinking possible completion, maybe for a 1st down. Get that thing out of bounds and live for another play.
He is an elusive quarterback. We've heard several head coaches over the last few weeks talk about that. And they will bring the house, and that time goes nowhere to Cooper Babin. That was a good play for the Eagles.
Outstanding job by the Eagles, bringing people up on the line of scrimmage. Wyatt Tynes, very good job right there. It was a fake and go called, and you don't have enough people to block all the people that they brought.
They lost 3 on that one, and they will punt this one away, Will Fierro.
So I know Seth Babin and Coach Oliver going to put it. Next situation like that.
Braden Felton was set to receive this one. It is a short kick, but it does take a Gator bounce. all the way down to the 14-yard line, and that's where
Next
the Eagles will take
situation,
over.
Coach Oliver and Seth, I don't think for a second they might throw the slant or maybe a little hitch or whatever.
Let's take a quick look at what's going on around the district this week. Denham Springs beat Prairieville on Thursday, 49-0. We mentioned it. Dutchtown is battling Walker, and that is a huge game in the district. If Walker's able to win that, it would give Dutchtown their first loss and only loss in the district. Of course, we've got Santa Ma and Live Oak right here. Turlings Catholic is at East Ascension there on REV Sports 2.
I'm not real certain, but following my grandsons over at Notre Dame of Crowley and Turlings, they are on fire this year.
I think they were ranked 7th earlier in the season. I'm not sure where they are now. That one was fumbled and falling right on it are the Live Oak Eagles. So that's their first major hiccup, and it was bobbled snap, and then couldn't get a handle on it and just tried to hand it off to his running back. And luckily he was able to fall on it. They will lose 2 yards on that one.
All right, here's your tight end wing. It's like a tight end trips right here, but maybe even quads to the right. You got to run to the right.
And that's exactly what they do, but chased down from behind nicely by
I mean, look, they almost have the whole team, all the way to the left. We watch a replay of this on the right and just take off in that direction, and the Gators doing a good job of maybe slanting that direction or coming from a stunt from the outside in.
Miet on the stop once again, and he has had a good first half so far. 8:05 left to go here in the first half. Johnson fires to his receiver. He's got some running room. It's Marcus Mack, and Mack will be chased out of bounds.
I like what I saw out of Johnson right there. Little one-step drop and hums that rock right in there to Mack.
And that is something that I've always questioned a little bit. Why not get rid? That's exactly what he did. He one step and got it out. I don't see why quarterbacks don't do that more often.
It's all about getting depth for you and the receiver in that route, whatever they're running.
Johnson will roll to his left. A tough throw is just going to flip it out. What a strong arm. Finds his receiver wide open, and he is going to be chased down from behind. It is caught by number 13, Dallas Mattingly, and it will be number 38, Salzarulo, who will chase him down and tackle him from behind.
Watch what happens here. He goes in the flat, then turns up the sideline. Nice little play. Quarterback Johnson does an outstanding job extending that play right there, turning those shoulders, getting them squared up to the line of scrimmage, throwing a nice little catchable ball for a big gain.
Salzarulo got fooled a little bit on the route. He was luckily able to make up for it and make the tackle in the end, but not before a big gain. And we've got a timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. We have 7:43 left to go in the first half. It is 10-7. The Eagles leading the Gators. We'll be back right after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar. Go from 0 to 100. That's why REV is bringing the speed. Buku speed. High-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana. All backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of Buku speed. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Short run while we were away. Picks up 2 yards. See it right here on the replay.
It's a little off-tackle handoff.
Jackson Monaster up the middle for the Eagles. Wesley Dykes, Gavin Carpenter, and crew on the play for the Gators.
Good play defensively. stuffing them at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the two running backs kind of collided together, which stopped the momentum on the play and allowed the Gator defenders there. Jones right there trying to run on the left side and could not get anywhere running into the other running back. So we ought to be going to the right here, I would think, huh?
Well, this time it's Caden Jones right up the middle. He'll spin for a few, but he's got a ways to go on now 4th down.
But this could be easily Schultz's territory here. Here he's coming out.
Great point there. Evan Williams made that stop along with Salzarulo. And let's see. This will be a 43-yard attempt by Breck Schultz. Schultz has already made one from 27 yards. This kick is up. He's got plenty of leg, and we've got ourselves a 13-7 ball game. Wow, what a kick.
You don't get a chance. I'm telling you, folks, you just don't get a chance to see coaches decide, oh, we could go for a field goal right here, 43 yards, no big deal.
Coach, let's take a look at what happened last week. Live Oak, of course, over Prairieville last week on Thursday, 39-3. That gave them a 2-game winning streak coming into this one. Dutchtown over Denham Springs, of course, the Santa Maria EA game, 17-12, and Shaw crushed Walker.
I'm gonna tell you, I saw Shaw in the scrimmage, pre-season scrimmage, and they looked pretty decent. And I'm going to just tell you, they said the good player they had wasn't really playing too hard right here, but evidently he is showing up now because they are doing some lights out, Shaw is, on Hank Tierney back at Shaw.
When you put the offense starting at their own 20-yard line every time on a kickoff, it is a big advantage. So they have started 4 of their 5 drives from their own 20, have the Gators. That last drive for Live Oak was 7 plays, started from their own 14-yard line, capped off by a 43-yard field goal from Schultz. Walker leading Dutchtown 14-0 in the second quarter, and Turlings leading East Ascension also in the second quarter 7-0. High snap, gets the ball down and hands it off to Williams, but Williams is going to be chased down, and number 46 will lose his hat. But a great tackle by Wyatt Tynes. He had 19 tackles in week 1 against St. Paul. He is all over the field. So now it's time for the Gators to answer. They have not been as successful as they have in the last couple of weeks throwing the football. I think, just like you said a little bit ago, they got to get rid of the ball quickly. I think Babbitt's getting big-time pressure, and it's exactly what Coach Leggett wanted his defense to do. Here comes the pressure again. This time he will throw it down the field to Johnson. Johnson makes the catch at the 40-yard line. He's down to the 35 when he stepped out of bounds, but that is exactly the spark they needed.
I don't know if that's the same defensive back on the overthrow just a few series ago.
It is not. It is
but
not.
I'm going to just tell you, I mean, that's just running right by somebody that's playing man-to-man. Realistically, you don't have to have the other guy running down the field. You're going to throw to one guy right there and get the other guy out of the way.
The 2 big completions that Babbitt has had have been perfectly thrown. That was a beautifully thrown football for another big game.
Let me show you how good I can coach. They need to throw that play probably about 7 more times.
35-yard.
I mean, you look at the man-to-man across there, okay? And you say, what situation do I want? The rest of y'all just kind of hang tight right here. We're going to send a guy deep and see what we can do, or an out, or a slant, or whatever. You see where the free safety slide lined up over here into the sideline.
Babin this time will hand off to Williams, and Williams is P-laid. Shot out of a cannon that time was Wyatt Tynes, and Tynes actually switched sides of the field. He has been coming from the left side. That time he came from the right.
And look, Live Oak has always answered defensively, and they did again right there.
Pickup of a yard, 2nd down and 9. Williams will flank to the right side of Babin now. Got hung up, and no flag will be called. It was intended for Taylor, but he was just tied up by the defender. You'll see it on the replay. He couldn't get by him.
Could get by him, and I'm not certain they weren't throwing to the slot receiver.
A little surprised that wasn't a defensive hold or something, but
3rd and 9 situation. All right, let's just see exactly. Here comes the linebackers.
They held up just enough so they didn't cross the neutral zone.
So you know all 7 are coming.
Let's see how quickly Babin can either hand it off or get it out of his hand. And he'll pull it back. He's got some time. This time now will be flushed, and he's going to be hammered. Gabe Harvey makes the stop, and that brings up 4th down. So again, 3rd down is the Achilles heel of the Gators.
All right, so if you're Coach Leggett, are you going to bring some heat here?
Yeah.
Because they've had some success bringing heat.
They have done that.
In crucial situations. So it looks like Coach Oliver is going to call timeout.
Tonight's second quarter gets being donated by Murray's Supermarket, located on Highway 429.
Let's take a look at the top 10 for 5A. Start off with Carr 6-0, Neville's number 2, Ruston, Acadiana Catholic High, right down the road from us here, is number 5. Ash is playing some great football at 7-0. Zachary, Rummel, John Curtis, and then Manderville and Airliner tied for the 10 spot. But that's a tough group of 10, 11 right
there. Had to be
there.
a pretty good one last week. Neville and Ruston. I could just tell you, being coaching in North Louisiana, huge game right there between those two way back in the day, okay?
Yep.
Way back in the day, and basically that day is now returned with those two in the same district right there. And I don't believe they're both in the same division, so of select and non-select.
We've got it 4th and 10, and the Gators elect to go for it.
Empty formation.
Dropping back, dumping it across the middle. He finds his man, Elisar. Elisar makes the catch and the 1st down. He will cross the 15 to the 14-yard line. Huge play for the Gators, and that will give them definitely some momentum.
Boy,
here.
Nice touch on this pass right there. Elisar, pretty much pressure. First catch tonight.
Yes, sir.
First one maybe even thrown to, and you make that big catch right there for the 1st down.
Hand off to Williams. Williams will follow his blockers. Crosses the 10-yard line. I think they'll give him forward progress to the 9. Nope, they actually stopped at the 11.
Good timeout by Coach Oliver. Coming up with a nice little play, and again, a little slant route right there. They bring in people, leave that linebacker area wide open. Boom.
Scoring update, we've got a tie ball game as Turlings and East Ascension now knotted at 7 with 4 to go in the half, 4 minutes to go in the half.
So here's your linebacker coming on the outside just a second ago. Tynes.
Quick pass into the slant. Johnson goes up and gets it. Touchdown. Oh, my goodness, you got mossed. Beautiful catch that time by Timothy Johnson, Jr.
I see you are at home on Sundays.
Sometimes in the morning. And the cannon goes off, and I tell you, as many times as I've heard it, it still freaks me out. Beautiful touchdown throw.
Right there, nice little back shoulder.
That's the same defender that they beat on the long pass just a bit ago. Done. LSR will hold. The kick is up, and it is knocked into next week by Fierro, and it is 14-13. The Gators
on top with 2:28 left.
Haven't changed the scoreboard.
Well, 2 touchdowns, 2 extra points.
Yeah, they definitely made the.
That's in my book.
That equals 14 to you.
Even when I was teaching
understood
remedial algebra,
yeah,
that was 14.
So they come back after giving up the 43-yard field goal. Now they put the point on the board, and it is 14-13. The first lead of the night for the Gators.
Remember Coach Oliver, we got to get better in this kickoff return right here.
This is going to be a line drive. It's going to bounce high. Nice catch that time by Felton. And Felton will be stopped at the 20-yard line. He picks up 11 on the return, or maybe 8 on the return, excuse me.
Twice inside the 20 to start that drive.
Look at this leap and grab. That was great at the 11-yard line.
That was a good job by the return guy, because that thing gets behind him. It may not go in that end zone.
Right. You just never know. 80-yard drive for the Gators in 8 plays. Capped off 11-yard touchdown pass from Babin to Timothy Johnson. And the extra point was good, and that's how we are 14-13 with 2:20 left to go here in the half. And don't forget, we've got halftime festivities. It is homecoming. The crowd is huge, as it always is for any Santa Maria game here at the Pit. Let's see, for the first time, the Eagles are down. Let's see how they answer. And this pass is errant, doesn't find its mark. Intended for number 43, Hayden Ray, the tight end.
Yeah, you tight end just running a little 5 or 8 yard out route right there. Quarterback just a little bit low and outside on that release.
I have seen some flashes by the sophomore quarterback Johnson. Like you've mentioned it a couple times. He has a strong arm that can put it in there fast, but he also has a little touch, and sometimes you don't see that in a young quarterback. They either throw it hard or they throw it with touch. This is a hard throw, and it's intercepted! Bounces off the hands of Urson, and it goes right into the midst of number 5, Caleb Ricks.
Ricks says, look what I found. I mean, he's coming up to make the tackle. It says, why don't I just intercept this one instead of making a tackle?
And that is where I think Johnson threw it too hard. A little bit too much on that one. And Urson can't hang on to it. And Urson usually is a very sure-handed, but he's only a freshman. The first big mistake of the night for the Live Oak Eagles. And let's see if the Gators can capitalize with 124 seconds on the clock.
And let's just see exactly what Live Oak is going to do.
It'll be Babin trying to follow LeBeau, the 15-year-old lineman, and he will be violently flung to the floor by number, I believe, 18, Billy Edmondson.
Well, you got 150 left in this halftime. Plenty of time.
Loss of 2.
I have a feeling that we fixing to see. As you see, your free safety.
2nd and 12. Babin will wait for the play from the sideline. Flanked by Hickerson. Throwing for the end zone, and I got a little tied up that time. Throwing from Myers. Myers was looking for it over his left side and threw the ball to his inside shoulder. Here's a replay.
No doubt. I mean,
this is a replay of the interception. Right off.
Doing a good job blocking there by the other Gator defenders there.
3rd down. This is crucial.
I think this is a crucial part of the game right here going in at halftime.
The Eagles will have the ball coming out of halftime. This would be big if they could get some points here.
Empty formation.
Throwing the ball, this time the same play. This time he finds his man, and it is knocked away. Myers can't hang on to it, but that time was the exact same play, and he threw it to the inside.
Nice throw and a great job defensively right there.
He was step for step, but it was still a beautifully thrown football, and it brings up 4th down, and I would think Fierro would come out, but we're going to call a timeout, and we'll take it with him. Don't go anywhere, folks. You are watching the Rev Game of the Week. 1:08 left to go in the half.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Fourth down, 4th and 12. The ball at the 25-yard line. It looks like they're sending out their offense because Babbitt is back on the field along with Connor Darr, and they're going to be going for it. They went for it on 4th down on their last drive, ended up scoring a touchdown. Let's see what happens now. Tyree Williams will flank him on the right side. It's going to be a pass going for the end zone, and it is underthrown, and a flag will fly. The defender, I believe it was Urson, didn't turn his head looking for the ball.
That's exactly right there. Did turn his head looking for the ball. Is this going to be a 10 or 15-yard penalty here, though? And it's not an automatic first down.
It was not Urson, actually. It was number 15, Mike Dunn, on the coverage.
Well, it is a first down.
So that will move the ball with 1 minute to go in the half. Moves the ball to the 13-yard line and a fresh set of downs. Big penalty, only the second one of the night, but both of them have been against Live Oak. This is a handoff to Williams. Williams tries to put his foot in the ground and cuts to the right. He will cross the 10-yard line to the 9, maybe the 8. Urson on the stop, along with Tynes.
Gators with 1 or 2 timeouts left.
I think Gators have 2 timeouts, I believe. Although it does look like 1 on the scoreboard. Dropping back, throwing ball to Timothy Johnson. Johnson trying to get in the end zone. He's in for the score. Touchdown. It was a late signal. The ball crossed the plane. His body didn't get into the end zone, but the ball did. And they make him pay on the interception.
Nice. Watch the slant. He's going to slant and go to the sideline. Watch if you could get this. Nice little pitch and catch and getting in the end zone.
Timothy's second touchdown of the night. 2 in a row.
Great red zone right there, or short yardage pass play right there by the Gators.
Fierro will put his foot into it for the PAT. Elisar is the holder. A slow snap, and the whistle blows. Blows the play dead. It's false start. And probably got lucky on that one because he'll get to kick it because that slap was very low. That'll back him up 5. First penalty of the night against Santa Monica. The long snapper is number 85, Cooper Ladner. It's a hard skill to learn, but you can do pretty well if you can snap the ball like that. And this kick is up and with plenty of leg and room, and it is a 21-13 ball game with 28 seconds to go. We'll keep it right here as we get ready for the big homecoming halftime coming up.
Jimmy, what would you do here? You going to regular kickoff? You going to squib it?
I think you line drive it just like they did last time.
Or maybe try to kick it to somebody that's not going to run like a deer down the field. But this right here is what Coach Oliver is talking about. In situations like this, they have to make plays in the kicking game.
And this is when they've given up the big play, is after a big momentum turning score. This is when the big kickoff return has happened historically this season. Let's see what Fierro does. What are you doing, Coach? You're gonna pop it up?
I'm gonna kick a line drive.
Taking it to 20-yard line. He's got some room, and he will be tackled high, still on his feet, but he will be finally driven down after a 10-yard return.
So you got 2 timeouts for Live Oak. The quarterback hasn't been in a situation where he's going to be chunking that ball down the field much, but he's had some success. And it looks like we're taking a knee.
Wise thing to do with 20 seconds to go here and to halftime. They will get the ball coming out of the locker room. So they will just take this one into the locker room. They started off gangbusters, and all of a sudden, not all of a sudden, but over the course of this first half, the Gators have taken control. As we see the clock tick off here at halftime, 21-13 is the score. The Gators lead. We'll be back right after this with all the homecoming festivities. Don't go anywhere, folks. You're watching the Rev Game of the Week.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar. Go from 0 to 100. That's why REV is bringing the speed. Buku speed. High-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana. All backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of Buku speed. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
We're REV Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Mark your calendars for the first annual City of Gonzales Fall Fest. Join us on Sunday, October 27th at the Price of Law Pace Center from noon to 4 p.m. Enjoy a fantastic range of free fall activities and be entertained by the soulful sounds of Jamel Richardson. It's an event full of fun and music that you won't want to miss.
Time to turn our attention to the homecoming court and all the homecoming festivities down on the field.
Multiple extracurricular groups, including allied health, tennis, and choir, where she currently serves as the advanced choir representative. Cameron has also represented the National Honors Performance High School Choir and performed at Carnegie Hall in 2022 and 2024. Outside of her academic and extracurricular commitments, she enjoys traveling with her family and socializing with friends. She's a devoted member of St. Anne Catholic Church and plans to attend Southeastern after graduation to pursue a degree in nursing. Cameron would like to thank the student body for giving her the opportunity to be a part of this memorable experience. Go Gators! Our next homecoming maid is Bella Babin.
being escorted this evening by her parents, Bo and J.C. Babbitt. Bo is a 4-year academic honors student and a 4-year member of the Gatorettes, where this year she serves as co-captain. Bo is also a member of Interact, Row Captain, Gator Rally, Allied Health, and the yearbook staff. Outside of school, Bo enjoys spending time with her family and friends. After graduation, she plans to attend Southeastern, majoring in health sciences, and then continue her studies at FrameU to pursue her passion in becoming a neurosynographer. She is beyond grateful to the student body for giving her the chance to be a part of this awesome experience and make lifelong memories of all these amazing young women. Go Gators! Our next name is Faith Bateman. Faith is being escorted this evening by her father Brent and mother Holly. Faith is a 4-year AP, DE, and academic honors student. She's been a proud 4-year member of the Sandwalk cheer team, where she has served as lieutenant captain and captain of her black squad for the past 2 years. Faith is also a member of Allied Health, Gator to Gator, Sources of Strength, and SCA gymnastics team. Outside of school, Faith enjoys eating, shopping, and spending time with her friends and family. After graduation, Faith plans to attend LSU, where she will major in nursing. She would like to thank the student body for giving her this opportunity to be a part of this great experience. Go Gators! Our next homecoming name is Kaylee Broussard. Kaylee is being escorted this evening by her father, Ryan Broussard, and her sister, Haley Hidalgo. Kaylee is an AP and academic honors student. She's a member of the gymnastics team, the Next Gen Club, FCA, Allied Health, HOSA, and DECA clubs. Outside of school, Kaylee enjoys gymnastics, shopping, spending time with friends and family. After graduation, Kaylee plans to attend Southeastern, where she will major in nursing. She would love to thank the student body for giving her the opportunity of a lifetime and to be a part of this great experience. Go Gators! Our next homecoming maid is Claire Cluot. Claire is being escorted this evening by her parents, Styles and Pippin Cluot. She is a 4-year academic honors student and is currently a member of Gator Rally, Gator to Gator, Pit Crew, and Sources of Strength. She is also a part of the Gator Nation News, where she helps deliver the daily news every morning. She's a proud 4-year member of the cheerleading squad with 3-year stint on the black squad. She's also a 2-year member of the gymnastics team. Outside of school, she enjoys shopping and hanging out with friends and family. She has a great passion for working with children and is interested in majoring in elementary education. Claire would like to thank the student body for giving her the opportunity of a lifetime. And as always, go Gators! Our next homecoming maid is Alexa Foster. Alexa is being escorted by her parents, Elaine and Courtney Foster. Alexa has achieved an outstanding GPA through her dedication to challenging honors, AP, and dual enrollment classes. Not only is Alexa a committed Gator and enthusiastic supporter of Sandwalk, but she's also been a 3-year member of the gymnastics and cheerleading teams. When she's not cheering on the Gators, Alexa enjoys spending quality time with her family and friends and indulging in her love of shopping. After graduation, she plans to pursue a nursing degree at Southeastern. Alexa expresses her gratitude to the student body for allowing her to be a part of this incredible homecoming experience and wishes the Gators the best of luck in their game tonight. Our next homecoming name is Sarah Gonzalez. Sarah is being escorted this evening by her parents, Evan and Jessica Gonzalez. Sarah is an honor student and an active member of cross country, Beta, Gator to Gator, Gator Rally, and Art Club. Outside of school, Sarah loves traveling with her friends and family and trying different foods. After graduation, Sarah plans to attend LSU and complete a pre-medicine major in biochemistry. Sarah would like to express a huge thanks to the student body for giving her a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity and an experience like no other. Let's go, Gators! Our next homecoming maid is Julia Haddon. Julia is being escorted this evening by her loving parents, Mark and Erica Haddon. Julia is committed to excellence in her academics as she's taken all honors, AP, and dual enrollment classes. Julia shows her passion for Sandwalk through her 4-year commitments to both the swim and tennis teams. being a state qualifier in both sports. She's also a member of the art club. In Julia's free time, she enjoys playing pickleball with friends, volunteering, painting, and drawing. After graduation, she plans to attend LSU and major in psychology to one day become a child therapist. Julia wants to thank the student body for making this opportunity possible, and also thanks everyone who's created such a positive environment which has motivated her to commit to excellence. Go Gators! Our next homecoming name is Jillian Martin. Jillian is being escorted this evening by her mother, Nicole Martin, and godfather, Alan Hernandez. Jillian is a 4-year all-honors AP and dual enrollment student and is currently a member of Student Council, Beta, Gator to Gator, and Gator Rally. She's also the senior class president and the captain of Santa Maula Cheers Gold Squad. This year, she was also chosen as a finalist for Santa Maula Student of the Year. Outside of school, Jillian enjoys volunteering, traveling, shopping, and hanging out with her friends, family, and boyfriend. After graduation, Jillian plans to major in biomedical engineering and then go to medical school to be a reconstructive plastic surgeon. Jillian would like to thank the student body and faculty for all of their love, support, and opportunities she's been blessed with at Santa Maula during her high school career. Go Gators! Our next homecoming name is Addison Robert. Addison is being escorted this evening by her parents, Russell and Brittany Robert. Addison is an honor student and is currently a member of Pit Crew, Gator to Gator, Gator Rally, and Allied Health. She was a 3-year member of Gatorettes where she served as co-captain her junior year. In the past, she has participated in SCA's Interact Club and gymnastics and track teams. Outside of school, Addison enjoys dancing and competing at Center Stage Performing Arts Academy, shopping, and hanging out with her friends and family. After graduation, Addison plans to attend LSU, where she will major in kinesiology with a concentration in human movement sciences. She would love to thank the student body for giving her the opportunity to be a part of this great experience. Go Gators! Our next homecoming name is Ava Vicknair. Ava will be escorted this evening by her stepfather, Daryl Thompson, and her mother, Nicole Vicknair Thompson. Ava is a 4-year academic honor student with a current GPA of 4.5. She is a 4-year member of the Lady Gator basketball team, a 4-year member of the 3-time state champion softball team, and a member of Gator Rally. She has also been involved in Student Council, Beta, and STA volleyball. Outside of school, Ava enjoys spending time with family and friends. After graduation, Ava plans to attend LSU and major in biology, then go on to medical school to pursue her dream of becoming a dermatologist. Ava would like to thank the student body for giving her the opportunity to be a part of this great experience, and thank her family for all their love and support. Go Gators! Our next homecoming name is Asia Williams. Asia is being escorted this evening by her godfather, Dwight Wise, and her mother, Andrea Williams. Asia is a DE, honors, and AP student, a 4-year track athlete, and is currently a member of Gator Rally and Pit Crew. She is the school record holder in the 200-meter dash and was a state qualifier for literary rally in Spanish. After graduation, Asia plans to attend LSU and major in nursing. She would love to thank the student body for giving her the opportunity to be a part of this amazing experience. Go Gators! Our final homecoming name of the evening is Miss Patricia Wilson. Outside of school, she enjoys sleeping, drawing, and spending time with her friends. After graduation, she plans to attend LSU and major in veterinary medicine. Patricia would like to express her gratitude to the student body for allowing her to be a part of this special and memorable experience. Go Gators! Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 homecoming court. Again, last night at the pep rally, we crowned Kason Vicknair as your 2024 Homecoming King. Please welcome to the field Principal Christina Carter and last year's Queen, Jordan Lobel, who will crown our 2024 Homecoming Queen. And your 2024 Homecoming Queen is Miss Patricia Wilson.
Well, the homecoming court has been presented and the homecoming queen has been announced. Congratulations to Patricia Wilson. And I am joined now by Jolie Hartman. Jolie, thank you so much for being with us. And what a great night it's been so far, and what a great week it has been here at Santa Monica.
Absolutely. Just anytime that our Santa Monica Gator Nation can get together and just kind of relive the past and kind of celebrate the future is just a amazing experience. And then seeing these 13 beautiful ladies, you know, represent the student body this year, knowing and taught a lot of them, it is such a great representation of our student body right there.
It has been 2 busy weeks for you guys. You had, of course, the incredible game last week where the Gators beat East Ascension in a big rivalry game and all that led up to that. And then you had an entire week now of different festivities. Tell us a little bit about what happened this week.
Well, Jimmy, it was a lot of naps right after school and then, you know, over the weekend, just getting your Z's in. But I mean, just the 2 biggest week in the fall for Santa Monica happened literally back to back. You know, great experience last week with the whole week of it being EA week, and then our big win on Friday across Airline at Sporting Field. And then all of a sudden we woke up Sunday morning going, okay, now it's homecoming week. Let's go. Let's shift gears. Took down all the orange throughout our campus and kind of went with the theme of reflections, which I kind of fell in love with the theme this year because of the fact that we are living in an ever-changing world, and we can't forget our reflections and where we're from, where we're going, and things like that. So it was really cool this week to see our kids go through with the themes of each day and having so much fun, and just our Gator Nation even coming out here last night for our pep rally where we did crown our king, Kason Vicknair, and it's just homecoming truly as an alumni and a teacher. It's just us giving back to our community that gives us so much.
And, you know, there you see a great picture of a king, Kason Vicknair, and I know he was very appreciative to be named the king. And a little bit different this year because the queen, my understanding is, was just voted on by the senior class. Is that right?
Absolutely, yeah. They changed it to where actually the king and queen was just the seniors this year. So at Santa Monica, they kind of do that's a Kason again. He was literally like, no, this isn't real life. Last night at the pep rally, so excited for him. That is actually our offense versus defense game last night. They were crowd surfing, so the offense had to help their offensive player get across 40 to 40 on top of a table, and we played swag surfing. Some fun that they do all the time. But yeah, back to it. Our seniors got to vote for our king and queen. First time in many years that we have done that. And that just shows you who represents them. And I think that's such a great honor for both of them, Kason and Patricia. And like, that's our guys coming out of the Gatorhead last night. Such a fun night here at the pit to just celebrate Gator spirit, homecoming. I saw a lot of alumni out here, and that's Ali Gator. A lot of people always want to call our Gator just Ali, but his name is Ali Gator. So I giggle all the time. And then that is our amazing cheerleaders. We have 3 different squads. Our white, gold, and black. Black squad is our competition team. My favorite, the drum line at Santa Monica High School.
I still relive when I was in high school, that drum line coming out at lunchtime. I want to get crazy with them, but then I got to take a step back like, hey, you're the adult. You can't do all that anymore. So I kind of catch myself. Our gymnastics team, that's something that I love that Santa Monica High has kind of extended our
I didn't realize
parade.
that.
Every club, every sport can have a float in there, and our clubs and sports have done such a phenomenal job of getting people involved. And that's what I think everybody gets confused with homecoming. That's what it's all about. Get involved, be a part of your high school. And this is lasting memories for like our gymnastics team. They got to experience this right through the parade, people waving, chanting, and then it gets our community shown like their faces and things like that. And just this moment right here, I kind of want to tear up for Patricia and her family. I know how much that means to them, so that's an awesome job for her.
You made a great point that, we kind of tend to think that homecoming is about football and only about football,
Right.
but it's not. It's about the entire school. It's about everybody being involved and about everybody feeling a part of the event and the week.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, yes, theoretically, you're coming to Friday night
Right.
here at the Pit or Griffin Field or Spartan Stadium just because football is what kind of brought the South here. It is the number one sport and things like that. But I can look down from up here in the press box right now and see 5 of my classmates. It brings that back. Things like that. I don't want people to defer from that anymore. Come back to your school, come during homecoming, because these were the times we can never get back. So
I don't want to put you on the spot, but we've been able to see your very, very good Gator marching band, and they're getting ready for state coming up next week at Northwestern State University, and they've got a good shot to be crowned champion.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, they went 2 weeks ago to kind of their first competition and won in every event that they were put up in. Our Golden Band from Gatorland is literally the sound of Santa Monica High. Their halftime performance, the Western theme, I'm obsessed with it. And every time I get to, I want to watch it just because of looking out on the field and seeing, almost 300 kids that represent Santa Monica High is truly an honor to see their passion. And, I kind of always get upset when people are like, well, it's not a sport. Yes, they're carrying around a, trombone and things like that. I'm like, I couldn't do that for an hour and a half, so that's a sport in itself.
Well, you're exactly right, and I've always said, because my brother-in-law was a member of the LSU marching band, and they work just as hard in the off-season, 2-a-days, just like the football team does.
Yes.
And it's crazy the amount of hard work that the Gator band the Golden Band from Gatorland puts in.
Absolutely, yes. Just every little thing they kind of make our student section louder. Just things that kind of go through.
It also is not just a 1-week thing.
Yep.
There's a lot of planning that goes into making this a special thing.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much with homecoming, EA, and everything else. It takes more than just one teacher. It's the
Right.
community, it's the kids. I tell them all the time, we have great ideas, but you're the ones that have to be engaged in it and, really go through with it. I mean, as you're seeing all these pictures, we had such a great turnout with the themes. Monday, we kind of went back in time. Each grade had a different decade. On Tuesday, kind of twinning it Tuesdays. On Wednesday, we either chose a college or a career. On Thursday, this is by far one of my favorite days. You had to be the letter of your first name. So my name is Jolie. I had a jersey, jeans, and jewelry on.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So just something crazy. And then today was either soccer mom or barbecue dads or STA colors. So just something to kind of tie into this big game tonight.
Jolie, thank you so very much for all that you do. You wear so many hats here at Santa Monica. We can't thank you enough for being on the sidelines for us, being up here, and doing all kinds of great things. In fact, you are going to be back on the sidelines in just a little bit, talking to our very special queen, Patricia Wilson. And so we'll be talking to you in just a bit. Thanks for being up here at halftime.
Absolutely. Thank y'all.
Jolie Hartman, everybody. She is amazing. She does so many things for Santa Monica, and we're so thankful that she's a part of our REV Game of the Week, especially tonight. Quick updates before we head to the second half. We've got some good scores, some interesting scoring updates. You've got Walker leading Dutchtown at halftime, 28-17. Turlings is up by a touchdown, 21-14 over East Ascension. So those are some very, very interesting games. Of course, East Ascension is playing Turlings, who is not in the district, obviously. But that Dutchtown Walker game, there's so many implications, Coach, with that one. If Walker could hang on, it could throw all kinds of things into disarray.
I think Turlings, isn't that where Jake Delhomer? That's where he played high school football.
Yep.
And it's right off the interstate in Lafayette, and they have a heck of an athletic program over there.
Well, we are set to start this second half off after an exciting homecoming halftime, and it will be the Live Oak Eagles having the ball first as we start the third quarter. The Gators lead 21-13. Glad you've joined us for the Rev Game of the Week. I'm Jimmy Frederick. Along with me, our Hall of Famer, David Swacker. Taken by Felton at the 10-yard line. Felton will be mauled at the 17 by Easton Humphrey.
I'm not sure because I didn't really scout this, but I'm going to just tell you, you kick into the correct person. The guy, he catches it in the air, that's good and everything. But for him to get away from tacklers, it doesn't look like that's going to happen to me. So good job right there on the kickoff. And now, look where that ball is going to be spotted. A little bit past. It's short of the 20. Third time in a row tonight. Coach Oliver's got to be excited about what has happened in the kickoff and kickoff return for both teams tonight.
Easton Humphrey came off an injury, and he was so effective defensively last week, and he is making his presence felt here tonight. As we go 1st and 10, the first play from scrimmage in the third quarter. The Eagles trailing by a touchdown. Low snap controlled by Johnson. Johnson will put some heat on it, and it will be out of the outstretched arms of his intended receiver.
You could call this an RPO if you want to. It was 23 on the receiving.
Cash Davis.
And but all this was a little fake, maybe to hold the linebackers in there. And nice arm, maybe a little bit strong on that arm, but on the slant, making it 2nd and 10.
Yeah, boy, he definitely has some zip on it. And as a receiver, Cash is only a sophomore. You've got Cash, who's a sophomore, and Urson, who's a freshman. So they've got some young receivers out there, but you got to really practice handling that hot potato that he's throwing. This is going to be a handoff to Jackson Monacer, and he'll be swarmed.
The middle of that Gator defense was right there. Well, unbelievable stopping this thing for no gain on the first 2 plays here to start the third quarter.
The combination of the defensive line doing what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to tangle up the offensive line and let those linebackers come in there and crash, but they're also making plays tackling as well.
Now you got 2 backs in the backfield, maybe for maximum protection.
Not much of a play action, but Johnson will roll to his right, throws, and he's lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Kingston Johnson's pass is incomplete on the right side.
23, you'll see on the pass, is in the middle of the field. The quarterback just does not see him. All right, I've talked a little bit about this guy Schultz, but I'm excited to watch him kick. He is an outstanding kicker. Going to kick the ball. It's going to say, let's say it's from the 20-yard line. Well, not as good. Good job on the return.
It'll be Easton Humphrey taking it at the 48-yard line. He's still on his feet and returns it all the way to the 22. A 25-yard return for Easton Humphrey, and that's just the announcer's jinx, Coach. There was no chance that he was going to get a good kickoff.
I apologize, Schultz, on that, but I'm going to tell you what. I know you're going to have a better shot next time you're going to punt there.
Great return by Easton Humphrey. So he has been effective on defense and now makes a play on the return.
So what are you going to do, run the ball here, pass? What are you thinking, or whatever you want to do?
I would say I would go to Tim Johnson, but Urson is now on Johnson, and I think you stay away from Urson. Myers in the corner of the end zone, but they're going to hand it off, and he's got some running room straight up the gut. It will be a 9-yard pickup for Dylan Burke, his first carry of the night.
A big 57 in there on the offensive line. Austin Baxter right there, coming across right there. Trying to get a block downfield, runs it to the ball carrier. Picks up 8.
Check that. That was Jaquan Gordon on the carry. They've got 2 30s listed, and Jaquan Gordon was the ball carrier.
Gordon basically, looks like they're going to say first down.
Gave him 10 yards on that one.
That's a Jones Construction Solutions.
Right down here, still get a first down inside the 5-yard line at around the 4, 3.5.
High snap, handoff to Williams. Williams will cross the 10-yard line to the 9, and then we'll have a little scrum set him up, and he will get only 3 that time. Edmondson, Trammell, and Dorsey on the stop.
Located on Airline Highway and at Highway 74. Snows has delighted the community with signature dishes like the fish Cecile.
They say he picked up 3, brings up 2nd and 7.
Seared fillets and ribeyes. The chef's daily
So on the short punt, that was had a 25-yard return by Easton Humphrey, set him up at the 23. Now they're at the 10-yard line. Make it the 9. It'll be Cooper, and Cooper will be stuffed, grabbed by the shoulder pads and nowhere to go that time. It was Wyatt Tynes on the stop. No, check that. It was number 49, Jacob Cohart.
Cooper found out that wasn't a place to run right there. There's no doubt about it. Good job there.
Boy, Cowart comes from his defensive end spot.
On Live Oak, shutting down the middle of that field.
For the Salmon High School athletic program.
We've got an injured player, and he's going to be up, and luckily of his own power, Elijah Thornton. You know, Thornton, the senior, has had some injury problems, but he has overcome them. He was a little bit on a pitch count when we had him back against Walker, but he has since played almost every down on offense. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
So basically you need about 9 yards here for a first down. You know, you saw a little bit of the passing game of Coach Oliver and Seth Babin, you know, inside the red zone. And he gets a little tougher inside the 10, somewhere in that area.
Action Therapy and Wellness Center.
Timothy Johnson has been so effective, and he will line up on the near side of the field, bottom of your screen, along with Elisar in the slot. Taylor is in the slot on the top of your screen, and Myers is coming in motion. Oh, my goodness. Good pass, but he had Cavan wide open. Cavan Taylor, wide open on the left side of the field, and there's a flag down. It's been a very cleanly played game. We have not had very many penalties.
Not at all. Officiating, I think, has been outstanding.
Illegal motion is the foul against the Gators.
We'll give the Gators another shot at this. Now it will be third and about 14 or 15.
Only the second penalty against the Santa Maria Gators. In fact, both teams have 2 penalties.
You bringing the linebackers?
Absolutely. Live Oak has been very effective doing that.
Their free safety's in here tight. Linebackers are cheating up. It's always a great game of minds. And you have a good one out there in Cooper Babin to see what happens.
Dar picks up one of the linebackers. Good block, and Cooper Babin still on his feet down to the 5-yard line. You got to credit Connor Dar, who picked up the linebacker beautifully on the blitz.
I'm going to tell you what, Connor Dar, this is what he reminds me of. A jack of all trades, maybe not a master of none, but a master of all of them, okay?
Right.
He does an outstanding job when he has to block, run the ball.
And near 3 for the Gators.
4th and 3. The ball resting at the 6-yard line. They have gone on 4th down twice and made it both times. So this is a big play. It's almost like the Gators have a trouble on 3rd down, but they certainly don't seem to have trouble on 4th.
You get them to try to jump.
Not this time. They're going to drop back, throw the quick slant. It's caught. Touchdown! Beautiful pass to Timothy Johnson. The 3rd touchdown of the night for Tim Johnson. Holy cow!
Tim Johnson right there on this play. Just a quick out route right there. Nice pitch and catch. Easy to get in the end zone. It's real key, the timing, because you're kind of the short side of the field right there. And so you don't have a lot of room to work with. So nice little pitch and catch right there. Good call there by Seth Babbitt.
And Jace Fierro will attempt the point after for the Gators.
Fierro is now 19 of 20 on field goals, and we have a 28-13 ball game, and the Gators had a little trouble to start off this game, but since then they have settled in beautifully. We'll take a break. Don't go anywhere, folks. You are watching the Rev Game of the Week. The Gators leading the Eagles.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. Rev Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Fierro set to put his foot into it once again. They take a 2-touchdown lead. 28-13 is the score. 7:07 left to go in the 3rd. They made them pay for that short punt. This kick will be mishandled but taken by the back. Got a little running room, and he's still on his feet. Oh my heavens, he's got some running room. He's still going. It's Caden Jones. Jones all the way down to the 10-yard line. And Caden Jones, just like that, a 93-yard return. And there's a flag down at the 39-yard line, and it looks like it will be coming back. But that's the danger that the Gators have had all season long.
Caden Jones on the return for the Eagles.
Great return for Caden Jones.
Well, it started out, to me, the kick kind of went in the wrong spot, you know. And but you still got to cover that, okay?
Yeah.
Sideline warning against the Gators.
Personal foul against offsetting.
Offsetting.
Holy cow, so they'll have it. The offsetting penalties will not move the ball back, and they will have set up at the 10-yard line.
Won't move the ball back because it was after the ball became dead. Just some extracurricular activities that.
So at the 10-yard line, of course, this is the 2nd drive that they've had the ball at the 10-yard line. The first drive, the first possession, they had the ball at the Santa Maria 10, and they only got a field goal out of it. Let's see if the Santa Maria Gator defense can stiffen here.
And that was after an interception, right?
That's right. But after the return by Caden Jones, the Eagles have it at the Santa Maria 10.
Well, we lined up to run a play, and evidently there's some confusion or a question that they're talking over with the referee, the white hat.
That's Paul Mayor. Excuse me, Mayroll. Paul Mayroll. They're going to pick the ball up. And they It will be another penalty against the
Half the
Santa Maria
distance to the
Gators.
goal.
So that gives them 5 yards. I think it was an illegal substitution.
Sideline infraction.
Actually, sideline infraction. So the handoff right up the middle to Monacer, and Monacer will cross the 5 to the 3.
Tackle for the Eagles.
.6:30 and the clock continues to tick here in the third quarter. It has been an exciting game. There's no doubt about that. It started off one-sided, and then it's kind of been one-sided again the other way for the Gators, and just like that.
Well, you got really an unbalanced line over here.
Great shot right there of Johnson. It will be Monacer. Monacer into the end zone. Touchdown, a 3-yard run for Monacer.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Good job there by
Monacer.
The Eagles. You know, little cut back in there, wide open kind of lane for him. Push it all the way in here. We've got a little swinging gate set up.
Now they'll bring on the field goal kicker in Breck Schultz. They thought about going for 2. Remember, they got 2 field goals, so that's why it's 19 and not 20. So they are down, and this one is up and good. And so it is now 28-20. 6:06 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this. You are watching the Rev Game of the Week.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar. Go from 0 to 100. That's why Rev is bringing the speed. Buku speed. High-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana. All backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of Buku speed. Make the switch to Rev. Visit us at letsrev.com.
Great shot of the home stands right there, and lots of folks here cheering on the Gators at for homecoming. At halftime, we will talk with our queen, Patricia Wilson. Jolie Hartman will do the honors on that down on the field. We're excited to hear from her. And Schultz will boot this one again, and it flies deep into the end zone once again. I mean, he is consistently 8 yards deep or 7 yards deep every time.
And the homecoming queen came up here, thought maybe this is where she was going to interview. But I have never seen a smile on a girl's face any wider than that. Boy, she was excited.
As well,
and rightfully so.
Absolutely. Now it's time to see if the Gators can sustain a drive. Let's see if they can run off some clock here, get some points, and just keep this Live Oak offense off the field. Babin will be flanked on both sides. Hands off to Tyree Williams. Williams around the right side. He will go nowhere. In fact, he's going to lose to maybe 3 yards on that one.
That has not been the play, the running play that, and no offense about trying it, there's no doubt about it. You try to get outside. You got a lead blocker out there. But they have had success between the tackles, and a lot of success.
It helps when you got a giant offensive line, very athletic offensive line like they do. Babin, let's see who he throws to this time. Drops back, he's got some time, but now he's going to be flushed. Running to his right, tucking himself. He's going to step out of bounds at the 21, making the 22-yard line, and he will pick up 5. He picks up a few more than that.
Well,
right at 5.
Credit Coach Leggett getting in a little different look. 4-man front. but he had like an extra safety. Maybe it was what I refer to as two-man. Man-to-man with 2 free safeties to help you out in coverage.
3rd down and 7 now. This is a big play, in my opinion. They're deep in their own territory. If they can convert here, they can get out of the shadow of their own end zone. But they have not been real effective on 3rd down. Escapes one tackle, throws it down the field, trying to allow his receiver, Elazar, to catch up to it, but can't do so, and that another big 3rd down, and they'll have to punt this one away. But you got to hand it to number 97, Gabe Harvey. Gabe Harvey almost had his second. He's had a couple of opportunities to make a sack, and he just hasn't quite gotten batted down.
Babbitt's done an outstanding job of extending plays, getting out of tight situations. It's a one-possession ball game here.
Spiral punt. It'll be a fair catch called for by Felton. And let's head down to Jolie Hartman with. We'll check her in just a second. She has the homecoming queen from 2009. We'll check in with her in just a little bit. Flag on the play, and they're discussing it. They're waving the flag off, so no flag on the play, and
no flag on the play.
Live Oak will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 42. Good field position for the Live Oak Eagles. Just under 5 minutes to play in the 3rd. Bobbled snap. Johnson will collect it. Runs to his right, running for his life, and will throw this one out of bounds, and he will be hit as he throws. Man, he has got some zip on that ball.
And, and that's without being able to turn your shoulders, get him squared up to throw downfield. And it looks to me like he's doing an excellent job as far as it's not real good to pick the ball up off the ground. And now that takes your eyes off of the coverage right there. Then you got the rush right there. And it looked like a 2-receiver combo route right there, and just threw it out of bounds for another play, 2nd and 10.
Again, Johnson only a sophomore. Montessera will switch to the left side and take the handoff. He's going to follow his blockers, and he will be slung down at the 45-yard line. Nice grab there by Evan Williams and Easton Humphrey.
Evan Williams and Easton Humphrey on the play for the Gators.
Pickup of 4 brings up 3rd and 6.
Santa Ma's defense has played, I think, consistently pretty good here. Got a 3rd and 6 situation.
Again, another low snap. He's able to control it. Nice dump off to his tight end, Hayden Ray, and Ray will pick up the 1st down, picks up about 10 on the catch.
Ray releases from that tight end spot, like a little dump pass.
Flag down.
Well executed.
False start, so it negates the catch. And the 1st down, it'll back him up.
That's a killer right there. Well, you can't, especially when you're making 1st downs, and you go from a 1st and 10 to now a 3rd and 11.
Fourth penalty of the night against Live Oak. This one is a big one, not in terms of yardage, but in terms of the damage it does to their momentum.
So you know it's going to probably be a punting situation if you don't get it. You got to see the Gators in 2 deep.
Johnson will roll, tries to give himself some room to throw it. He's hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete. Boy, he was nailed by Wesley Dykes. Watch this.
And watch, you got 2 safeties deep.
Boom, he was nailed.
Basically, it looked like 2-man possibly right there with the 2 safeties deep, forcing them into a punt situation. See if Schultz can get one off a little bit better here.
Easton Humphreys, who had that great return a little while ago, setting up the touchdown, is set to receive at his own 19-yard line.
I like the change defensively right there by Coach Dykes. And kind of did a good job of covering up on the short route, and you had people over the top to help you on the deep route.
Schultz will put his foot into it, and nope, not yet. Side judge blew the whistle. I think the ball is not quite where it needed to be. So they will back the ball up to the 41-yard line. So it just wasn't quite where the official thought it should be spotted. So now we're ready to go. 3:32 left to go in the third quarter. This punt is almost blocked, laid out beautifully, and it will roll down and out of bounds at the 21-yard line. We saw some great effort at blocking punts last week, and they didn't lay out like that. And that was beautifully done. Had he been able to do it just a half a second sooner, he would have gotten it.
And look, y'all schooled up the audience. You don't run at the punter.
Right.
There's a spot that's about 5 yards, 4 yards, somewhere in there. You know, you got to determine, is he a one-step, which probably not. A two-step punter, probably so. And if he's a three-step punter, you ought to be blocking it every time.
That's right. So the ball rolled out of bounds at the 22-yard line of the Gators. They will have it right there. Third possession of the half with 3:24 in the third to go. Up by 8 are the Gators. Dropping back, Cooper Babin throws across the middle, finds his man, it's caught, and I think it is, that was Rizzuto on the catch, and he was hit immediately. He was lucky that he wasn't hit harder than he did. The ball allowed him to get a little bit lower on the catch, and he's lucky. Patient run that time, but not much there.
Kind of tiptoeing in there. And you had a little success from time to time doing that.
Gavin Trammell on the play for the Eagles.
Billy Edmondson is all on the stop as well, along with Gavin Trammell. Their interior defensive lineman brings up 2nd and 9. Ball at the 36. Babin will float one. Goes up high to get it. Beautifully done by Kevin Taylor. And Taylor has his first catch of the night.
And I'm going to tell you, Coach, that's stealing right there, okay? All the way up to the NFL right there. You see this on every highlight tape. That back shoulder throw right there. Good job there by the receiver as far as keeping his eye on the ball.
Hickerson will carry for about 2, maybe 3. They gave him 3 on that one. Dar will check into the ball game for Myers. Clock ticking. We're under 1:45 left here in the third quarter. Still a lot of football left. Up by 8 of the Gators. Dropping back. Babin's going to do the same thing. He's got his man wide open. Oh, he dropped it! I don't think he made a football move. He did not come down with it. I think they're going to say it was incomplete. He never really had control.
What a play.
Oh, my heavens.
You fake the hitch out there. Go down the sideline. Great man-to-man route. And
they're talking it over.
They're trying to decide. He took a couple of steps and went out of bounds, but probably the easiest thing to say is incomplete pass.
We have the value of replay, but the referees do not. Here it is, right here. He has it, and he does make 2 steps, but I don't think he ever had control of it. He never truly clutched it down, and that was Connor Darr, who couldn't quite come down with it. He checked into the game for Myers, and Myers, to be honest, is a little more sure-handed receiver, and they put him back in.
I think Darr is going to kind of sleep about that one tonight.
I agree.
But I'm going to tell you, great throw, and it had to have been a great catch right there.
I think they try the same play. This time they'll go the other route, and it will be Elazar. Elazar will have the ball knocked away.
Elazar on the right side.
Jaden Lee knocked it away. Good defensive effort that time by the Eagles. Brings up 4th down. 4th and 7. They're going. They have been effective on 4th downs, 3 for 3 tonight.
Well, here comes everybody that doesn't cover a man is coming right here.
Well, they will call a timeout. Will the Gators?
Oliver's checking them out on the sideline. We'll be communicating with Seth.
Well, you know, in the open, we talked a little bit about the fact that the playoffs are really coming up quick. This is week 7. Just to give you an idea of how the Gators have done in the last 5 seasons. Last year, they went to the regionals, lost in the regional round. They finished up 10-2. In 2022, they went to the playoffs and lost in the bi-district round. In 21, they lost in the regional round. In 2020, they went to the playoffs. So they've been to the playoffs 4 years in a row. They missed the playoffs in 2019, so they're looking to make it 5 in a row here.
And the quarterfinal, which is during Thanksgiving week, that run has been the nail biter for the Gators. All the way from Doug Morrow to David Swacker to David Oliver. A lot of successful football, but you know, everybody kind of misses out on getting winning that Thanksgiving Day game.
4th down, and they go for it. They're 3 for 3 on the night. Jailbreak. And Cooper Babin's got 4 for 4, and he will run out of bounds after a 16-yard gain at the 17-yard line.
Point of aim. Legs, right there. Arm, didn't have to throw it. Brain, he scattered to the left. Wide open down there for the 1st down.
So 4 for 4 on 3rd down. On 4th down on this side of the field. 1st and 10 now for the Gators, and it'll be handoff to Williams, and Tyree Williams will get close to the 15. Pickup of 4. Under a minute to play in the 3rd. At the conclusion of this 3rd quarter, we'll head down to Jolie Hartman with our homecoming queen. Looking forward to that. 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 7. High snap, handoff to Tyree Williams. Williams breaks through. He's got some room. Headed for the pylon. Touchdown!
Let's see if we can see that. Key block on the outside by the wide receiver. A lot of times they kind of get lost in the shuffle.
Check that. He stepped out of bounds. From this angle, it looked like he made it in, but he stepped out of bounds at the 3.
Well, let's see if Coach Oliver says, let's give it to Tyree here.
So that 4th down was crucial. High snap. Handoff to Tyree, and this time Tyree is blown up.
Cooper Babin
Oh,
with
check that.
Fake and go.
My goodness. Faked me out, I can tell you that.
I tell you, well, he knew with the high snap that we were going to have some problems. Tyree did a good job. That defensive end, who Cooper's reading, takes Tyree. Cooper, I think, Jimmy, you and I could have scored right there, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if we'd have made the right decision.
First of all, I would have had to jump to catch the snap that was a little high.
I wouldn't have had to jump.
Not you. And it is 20 of 21 extra points.
You know what's good about that, Jimmy? They run that play right there in the NFL today. Every once in a while, you'll see a quarterback running that doesn't ever run the ball. And that's the first time he's basically done that.
Flag is down, so that's unfortunate. I mean, if everything counts, touchdown, the extra point. But after the play, looks like we tangled up. And it's against, unsportsmanlike against the Gators. Coach Oliver's not going to be pleased with that. 35-20 is the score with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Remember, when we finish this quarter, we're going to head down to Jolie and have a discussion with our very happy homecoming queen.
Well, you know, the one thing, you know, I know we talked a little bit about the kicking game, and Coach Oliver wanted to improve, especially on covering kickoffs. And I would say they've made some vast improvements. You know, you had that one area right there, but the one thing is that kicker and that extra point guy for Sandoval has really done an outstanding job, not just tonight, but also this year.
Absolutely. 20 of 21 on extra points, and he is 2 of 4 on field goals, his longest of 31-yarder.
And you're waiting on Gyro to finish his 20-year career at Sandoval High School and all the sports that he played and everything that he did. And nice job right there, consistently on the kicks.
Well, he needs to do a line drive kick to Felton like he was doing earlier and keep it away from Caden Jones. Felton, you don't see him there, but he's on the near side hash. And it is a squibber, and it will be taken by Jones. Jones will collect it at the 25-yard line, and he will be leveled at the 35. A 10-yard return, but a good job for the Gators. 15 seconds to go in the third quarter.
I'm not sure what coach is in charge of kickoff team. It looked like Kenny Guidry. But the effort of the guys getting down there and getting by the blocks and making the tackle were outstanding. So let's see what Live Oak, the Eagles, let's see what they have going right here. You got a quarterback that's just a 10th grader, but he's your starting quarterback here, okay? Let's just see what he has to offer right here, maybe in the run game.
He has been effective when he doesn't do anything but step back and throw. When he does that, that is when he is at his most effective passing the football. One step, but he's got some time. Now he'll roll to his right. Still looking downfield and nowhere to go, and steps out of bounds at the line of scrimmage right at the marker.
Everybody covered.
Yep.
Everybody covered right there. And the most important thing is you didn't allow him to get outside of that end and turn it upfield.
He can run now. He's got some wheels, but they've done a good job of containing him so far tonight. 8 seconds to go in the third. Second and 11. Quick pass. Out to Cash. Davis. And Davis will pick up the first down. And that will do it for the third quarter. The Gators leading 35-20. Let's head down to Jolie Hartman and our queen of the night. Jolie.
Welcome back down to the field at the pit as I am with our 46th homecoming queen, Miss Patricia Wilson. Patricia, when you heard your name, what was going through your mind?
I was shocked. I'm like, did they actually say my name? And then my auntie, she was hugging me. She was like, congratulations, congratulations. I'm like, there's no way they just said my name.
That is so awesome. So Patricia, at Santa Monica High, what are you involved in?
I do color guard, the band. It's pretty fun. We got a competition coming up, and then we have a state competition coming up. So it's a lot going on, handling with like court and the competition.
Absolutely. Well, for a faculty member at Santa Monica High School, we just want to say congratulations. We are so excited about you being our 46th homecoming queen, and all I got to say is good luck for the rest of your senior year, and always go Gators. So this is Patricia Wilson, our 46th homecoming queen here at Santa Monica High School. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Jolie, and congratulations to Patricia Wilson. So happy for her and her family, and of course also happy for our homecoming king, Casson Vignair. Time to start the fourth quarter, and excuse me, Casson Vignair, but it is going to be a big one here. And I think the Live Oak Eagles are going to have to do something through the air, because this defense of the Gators has been exceptionally stout.
I love this formation that Live Oak has right here. And they're tight. They popped a little tight end dump just a while ago.
Johnson's going deep. He's got a man, a little separation, but he overthrew it. Intended for Urson, the freshman, and couldn't quite get to it. Good coverage that time on the outside.
Jimmy, I'm going to just tell you, you could not pay me enough to be a defensive back. Because I'm going to just tell you, on every snap, you know, if you get beat, everybody knows it's you.
That's right. Okay. That was Jared Brown on the coverage, and he has done a good job tonight when called upon.
I mean, they're right up in their face, but you got help behind right here. Now he backs off a little bit.
2nd and 10. Flag will fly, and I think it's delay of game. It is.
0.
So all of a sudden, penalties are starting to mount here. Oh, nope. I think they said they got a timeout just in time. He even made the signal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Tonight's fourth quarter is sponsored by Martinez Insurance Agency. They're located in Gonzales. Martinez has been serving the Central Parish for almost 50 years. They offer all
So we had some good information about some of the youngsters in the area, in the parish last night.
You can receive affordable insurance from a reliable company.
Another championship.
Responsible courteous service from their agents.
Oh, okay. Are you feeding into me?
I was trying.
On the middle school championships? Well, Galvez beat Gonzales 20-16. And then Dutchtown beat Santa Monica 26-6. Lake 32, Prairieville 20, Central 27, Laurie 7 or 6, and Bluff had a bye. We'll continue on after this play.
Johnson dropping back across the middle, over the off the hands of Mattingly. And he's lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Boy, and let me just tell you, a happy man, Coach Babin. First of all, I know he was happy to just see me tonight, okay? And that was his 19th championship at Galvez Middle School in football. Unbelievable career. He's retiring after the season. They play Prairieville next Wednesday, I think at 4:30 at Galvez. And that's going to decide whether it's going to be a two-team first place or just one team. If Prairieville beats Galvez, then both teams are tied for first, and they both win it. If Galvez wins, they go undefeated in the regular season, and they are the solo champion. Good job there, Coach Babin. Outstanding career. If you can get out there, you know, when you hear this playback on Sunday, next Wednesday at Galvez at 4:30.
3rd and 15 now for the Live Oak Eagles. Salzarulo coming on a blitz, and he will get it. And the ball pops loose, picked up by the Gators, and it looks like the Gators might have the football. Regardless, Salzarulo came on a blitz and got home, and the Gators will get the turnover, the second turnover of the night for the Eagles. One interception, one fumble loss.
That's 38 making the tackle from behind that created the fumble. What a play right there. Salarizzo. Is that Salarizzo?
That is.
Great name.
1st and 10, and they're set up beautifully into Eagle territory at the 34.
Good job, pressure by the defensive line. Coach Dykes has got to be fired up watching this.
It will be Cooper Babin again. Rushing it himself, he'll reverse field, lets a couple of defenders fly by, and then the Eagles just too much for him. He'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but I think he lost a yard. And he does. He'll lose a yard on that one. Will bring up 2nd and 11. I think they're content to run some clock here. They're gonna get a couple of first downs if they can before they put it in the end zone if possible. But they want to run as much clock as they possibly can here. Clock running here in the early going of the 4th quarter.
This could be a good time to practice things that could help you down the road.
Handoff to Hickerson. Hickerson will cross the line of scrimmage, and man, he is so strong in his lower body. They blow the play dead, but he still picks up a couple.
I'm impressed with Hickerson, how strong he is when he runs.
Only a sophomore, 177 pounds. Coming into the game, he had 50 carries for 203 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Also effective out of the backfield, catching the ball sometimes. Rizzuto will check into the game for Connor Darr.
And we're down to 7 seconds.
Just in time. Cooper Babin going from broke to Myers. Myers got it! He high points it at the 5. Oh, great catch, and he did what he needed to do. Catch the ball first, because I know he was seeing the end zone.
Watch it when he throws it away from the free safety. He looks right, throws it back left. Free safety can't get over there. It's man-to-man. Myers runs right by the defensive back. Nice little pitchy catch. 1st and goal.
Ball directly at the 5-yard line on the near hash. Connor Darr will play that little wingback spot. And it'll be a handoff to Hickerson. Hickerson breaks off of Darr's backside, and he'll pick up 2 yards.
I tell you what, Live Oak had given up.
No, sir.
They are fighting. Coach Leggett's got to be not necessarily pleased with the score or possible outcome here, but his kids are playing hard on both sides of the ball.
The Gators were able to score after the interception in the first half. If they can score here, they will have taken advantage of both miscues, and a timeout is called by the Gators, and we'll take it as well. We'll be back after this. You're watching the REV Game of the Week.
We're REV Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
.44 left to go in the ball game, and the Gators are scratching at the door. I don't know what a gator does except scratch.
I'd like to thank Don's Seafood for their generous donation.
Well, probably if they're at the door, they probably could do whatever they want to do.
That's right.
Seafood located near Cabela's in Gonzales.
35-20, and it looks like they might try to pour it on a little bit more. Myers goes into the ball game. After the Gator timeout, Cooper Babin will call for the football from the 4. 11 seconds on the play clock. Handoff up the middle. Nowhere to, well, picks up 2 yards to the 2-yard line. That was number 30 that time, Jaquan Gordon.
He had a nice little move in there. He jumped over one defender, but that was about as far as it was going to go right there. Good job there defensively by Live Oak.
So it brings up 3rd down. They have not been effective on 3rd, but they sure have been effective on 4th down. 4 for 4. Williams will get into the ball game. 3rd down and goal from the 3. Rock dropping back, looking for somebody to throw to is Babin. Babin throws it toward the end zone and is just going to throw it away. Smart play, and that's going to be roughing the passer, and that is going to be unfortunate as Gavin Trammell for the Eagles. And you got to like to see that. Gavin came back and high-fived Cooper. He was it's not like he was trying to be an intentionally to hit him after the play, but nonetheless, it's going to be a 1st down, half the distance to the goal, and they'll have it 1st and 10. There is a player down in the end zone for the Live Oak Eagles. While we have a second, let's take a look at what's coming up next week on the Rev Game of the Week. Next week, a big one. Dutchtown at East Ascension on Rev Sports 1. Santa Ma at Prairieville will be on Rev Sports 2. Following week is Live Oak at Dutchtown, and then, of course, that is the. And then we'll have Patterson at Donaldsonville on November 8th, and also St. Thomas Aquinas at Prairieville. That will be a homecoming game. So, boy, lots of things going on. So on Thursday, November 7th, Live Oak at Dutchtown, and then 2 games on Friday, November 8th, Patterson at Donaldsonville and St. Thomas Aquinas at Prairieville. And big hand for Urson, who is not able to go off on his own steam, which is unfortunate. We hope he's going to be okay.
Well, Urson's name was called a number of times tonight.
He had the interception to start the ball game off.
Do not ever want to see someone, but it looks like he's putting a little bit of weight on it. So
7:57 left to go after the penalty. The nose of the football is resting at about the 1.5-yard line, and it's 1st and goal. Connor Darr looks like he's going to take the ball himself on a correct snap, and he goes in untouched.
What did I tell you about that Darr?
He's the man.
What did I tell you about Darr?
1-yard touchdown run for Connor Darr.
And that offensive line did a heck of a job base blocking everybody. And Darr goes in untouched, basically.
You got to hand it to those guys. You got Ethan LeBeau out there, Carter Babin, Brandon Kling, Sam Palacios, Austin Baxter, Carson Sheets, all doing a phenomenal job. This kick is up, and it is almost automatic. 21 of 22 on the year. It is 42-20 with 7:52 left to go here in the ballgame. Let's take a look, if we could, at our homecoming court once again, and we congratulate all of them. Faith Bateman, Alexis Foster, Miss Williams, Julia Haddon, Trisha Wilson, of course, crowned homecoming queen. Sarah Gonzalez, Addison Robert, excuse me. Great job. Claire Kluot, Ava Vickner, Kaylee Broussard, Cameron Accardo, and Jillian Martin. Congratulations to all of the lovely homecoming court from tonight. Well, Coach, 7:52 left to go in this one, and now it's time for the Eagles as they collect the ball at the 20-yard line, and not much room to run. And again, they're going to battle it out. Got to be careful here as both teams getting a little chippy.
Well, you had right there that little pop-up kick right there. So I think they've been trying to kick it there, and they've been successful about half the time. They're able to get down there. And remember, they've started 3 drives, Live Oak, inside the 20 going out.
Yep.
Then they started one like inside the 10 also going in.
1st and 10 for the Eagles. Sophomore quarterback Johnson finds Cash. Davis got a little bit of running room. He will be chased down by Easton Humphreys, and Humphreys, with some intent, brings him down.
I don't know if Humphrey understands this. I'm sure he does. He doesn't make the tackle there. It's over with.
To the house. Quick pass into the flats.
Johnson's pass is complete.
It's complete. It was Dykes on the stop. It was caught by Marcus Mack, the senior receiver. Picks up 8.
Evan Williams on the play for the Gators.
I think it's 7, 2nd and 3. Johnson looking for somebody to throw to. He's just going to tip it off, and it's going to be incomplete. It's incomplete. He was hit as he tried to shuttle pass it to his running back, Monacer. Watch it here on the replay. He's going to be chased by Gavin Hebert.
Johnson's coming to look at you, going to the sidelines with a limp.
Gavin Hebert looks like he might have gotten a cleat in the gut area, in his stomach, knocked the wind out of him.
I'll tell you what, this, I know the score is kind of one-sided right now, but it's been a very good high school football game. You got a lot of people in the stands. Live Oaks come over with their student body, their fans, their band. Of course, you have the Santa Maria Gatorettes. You have the Santa Maria student body over there, the color guard, the band, all the fans, cheerleaders on both teams. So great atmosphere for high school football.
Let's take a look at what's coming up for the Santa Maria Gators to finish out the season. 2 games left in the regular season, and they have Prairieville and Denham Springs. 2 games that they should be able to handle. So the Santa Maria Gators could wrap up an exceedingly good regular season.
Well, the one thing that I'll say that's going to be good about this schedule, and no offense to the people at Prairieville, but Santa Maria's going to be playing Prairieville. I guess that's going to be week 10.
Santa Maria next week, actually.
Next week?
Yeah, week 9.
All right. And then they basically have who week 10?
And Denham Springs in week 10 as we have a new quarterback.
Caden Jones on the right side for the Eagles.
He will lose his hat. It was Caden Jones running it. Number 17 now is checking into the ball game. It's A.J. Beeson. And he will be at quarterback. Beeson is a sophomore. His first action tonight. 1st and 10 for the Eagles with 6:10 to go in the ball game. Barely got that play off as they hand it off to Monacer, and Monacer will be ground down at the line of scrimmage. In the third quarter, Walker is leading Dutchtown 38-17. Big game.
And my only question about Dutchtown is
low snap. Caden Jones is now back as the quarterback, and he will somehow manage to pick his way for about 5 yards. Nice job for him with the low snap.
Boy, last year, Dutchtown had the guy that could line up in the backfield and carry the team all the way to the semifinals, I believe.
Yep.
It doesn't seem to be that way at that running back spot. And you saw exactly what happened with Sandoval going ahead by 3 scores, but then losing by 3.5 scores in the second half.
This pass is knocked away. First pass from Jones. Easton Humphrey again making a play from his safety spot. Knocks the ball away. Fourth down for the Eagles. 4th and 4. At the Live Oak 28-yard line. Check that, Santa Monica 28-yard line. Big play for the Santa Monica defense. Caden Jones still on his feet, and they grab him by the jersey, does Evan Williams, and Williams says, "Sir, you are not getting away from me. I'll rip your jersey off before you get away." Turn the ball over on downs, does the Live Oak Eagles.
Boy, Evan Williams comes out of there. He's all fired up. Great play by Evan Williams right there.
Saw his dad earlier today in the stands, excited about the way his son is playing linebacker this year.
Well, it's just like playing quarterback, except you're on defense now.
That middle linebacker spot is such an important spot. It's a leadership spot in most teams, and certainly Evan Williams fits that bill very well. 1st and 10 now for the Gators. Under 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Handoff up the middle. Boy, he got pounded. Jaquan Gordon carrying the football, and he was welcomed to the game abruptly. His 3rd carry of the night. Back to the original line of scrimmage, 2nd and 10.
And Gavin Trammell on the play for the Eagles.
Actually, they give him a yard. They hadn't moved the sticks a second ago. They give him a yard, 2nd and 9.
And they slow bringing the play in, trying to get that clock run down as much as they, when the whistle blows, you got 40 seconds to snap the ball again.
Nice move that time. Again, it goes to Gordon. But this defense is certainly still playing. They're not giving up by any stretch of the imagination. We got to give that one to Billy Edmondson and Trammell on the stop. Brings up 3rd down. If they could get a 1st down here, it would be pretty close to being over. It's 3:27 and the clock rolling.
I would think they're going to run the ball here. What you think?
I think so. But I know what they're not going to do. They're not going to go for it on 4th down, even though they've been very successful on those plays. And maybe they won't need to. Let's see if they can convert. They're not going to go to the ground. As Babin looks to throw it, will he run it himself? And he does. Turns up the field, still on his feet, but he will be folded up like a dirty shirt. Man, he will be short of the 1st down. So Babin trying to make something happen with his feet. Watch it here. Tucks the ball. Well, finally tucks the ball, and then boom, right there. as Wyatt Tynes and company thought it was laundry day and folded him straight up. Brings up 4th down, and I don't know, not much discussion here. They're definitely going to be punting this one away. They may even let the clock run down all the way and take the delay of game.
Good point right there, Coach.
Nope, they will call a timeout. Somebody called a timeout. At least the officials have whistled to play the clock dead. There was a substitution issue for the Eagles as number 18 came out of the game, Billy Edmondson.
Live Oak beat Prairieville last week 39-3. Maybe kind of expected.
4th down, and Fierro will punt this one away. He has not punted a lot tonight. He's only punted twice, three times.
Live Oak beat Ponchatoula 32-7.
Letting the clock run down.
They lost to East Ascension. They beat Denham Springs and they beat Prairieville.
And they will take the delay of game. Finally blow the whistle. I mean, it had been on 0 for 3 seconds.
Well, you would have to think that Coach Leggett's coming with everything that could possibly happen.
Delay of game was the call against the Gators.
The Gators will back up 5 yards. It's been a well-played game in terms of penalties for the most part for the Gators, both these teams really. They've had some offsetting penalties that have helped keep the penalty yardage down. Oh, a high snap goes up to get it, and Fierro will get off a wobbly spiral. Fair caught at the 32-yard line by Felton. 2:04 to go in the ball game, and the Eagles will have another opportunity on offense. Final score, East Ascension loses to Turlings Catholic 28-14. But again, that Turlings Catholic squad, as you mentioned a couple of times, is very, very good.
They're number 1.
That's pretty good.
They're number 1, and I would imagine next week or the following week they're going to be playing this team called St. Thomas More.
Heard of them.
So that will be one heck of a game.
Catholic school rivalry in the Lafayette area. Johnson's back in the ball game, and that's going to be a holding call or a pass interference on number 13 for the Eagles.
Roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer.
That's what he just said.
Sorry, I was watching out on the replay here. Let's watch it on the replay as the receiver out of the backfield, and I thought it was right there with Monacer and Trevor Delahaye on the coverage, but I guess obviously it wasn't. It didn't seem egregious in any stretch, but the call roughing the passer, and Johnson is back in the ball game. He was out for the last offensive possession for the Eagles. 1st and 10 Eagles, hand off to Monacer. Monacer still on his feet, will pick up 6.
And you know what else has happened in the Lafayette area? I think they turf in all the public school fields.
Really? Wow.
So, boy, Acadiana just continues to be totally outstanding in the 5A ranks.
Again, handed off to Monacer. Monacer will be met by Tyler Rock.
Rock, that's not a name we've heard much tonight.
Davis on the play for the Gators.
But him and his brothers have been outstanding players here for the Gators over the years.
Jacoby Davis also in on that one. Brings up 3rd down and 3. Johnson looking to throw. He's got a lot of room on the left side, and he will tuck it and run, and he will run out of bounds and stop the clock at the 38-yard line. 1:06 to go in the ball game. Heads up play that time by Johnson. Again, just a sophomore. He's going to be something to deal with in the next couple of years. He's going to settle in. He's going to be able to throw that football, and he's going to give some defenses some trouble. Johnson looking for his outlet. Nope, he'll take it and step out of bounds after a 1.5 yard gain.
On the keeper on the left side for the Eagles.
Following this one, we'll have, of course, the playing of the alma mater. It is a tradition here that we certainly like to highlight as we finish up a game, and they have been good ones. We've had 3 straight Santa Maria games in the last 3 weeks, and they have all been victories.
And I'm not real certain where that got started. I know I came in '85 with Doug Morrow, but I think maybe he started the tradition, and it has been something that everybody thrives to take part of it, from the band to all the extracurricular activity groups.
Everybody gets on the field, and everybody, win, lose, or draw, pays tribute to Santa Maria High School. 3rd and 10. Johnson just looking for something. He's going to be sacked. Nope, he got the ball away just in time because coming hard was Gavin Hebert. Watch this. It looked like he was no way he was going to get the ball off coming from behind. He just got the ball away.
Gator defense, Coach Dykes has got to be excited. Really have played well.
Fourth and 10, and they're trying a field goal. They believe in Schultz's leg. It is going to be a 56-yarder. And he had the leg, he just kicked it a little bit to the left. Holy smokes.
That woke me up.
Yes, sir.
I'm a Schultz fan. You know something? I'm really disappointed because I miss, his name in the paper on a punting average or scoring this year, because they have scored a number of touchdowns, and I would assume he's kicked a number of field goals. But boy, he's a good one.
He is definitely a good one. 44 seconds to go here in the ball game. The Gators lead here at homecoming 42-20. A little shaky there at the beginning of the game. It went out to a 10-0 lead for the Eagles, and then all of a sudden you could just feel the Gators get the momentum back, and they just have played outstanding since that early part of the first quarter.
And Coach Oliver talked about, we got to be able to handle some adversity in a positive way. And I think it actually happened, especially after that interception.
They're kicking it again. Hang on. I'm not sure what happened, but they're going to try it again. 56 yards. This kick is up. It's a line drive shot. And he had the leg again. This time he missed it to the right. So he missed the first one to the left, this one to the right, and another flag down. And they're going to kick it. They're going to get an opportunity to kick again.
Well, this may be a...
Let's see.
I'm pulling for him.
He's had the leg on both from 56. But I think it's going to be with 42 seconds left to go in the game, things have devolved here a little bit. I'm not sure. He's not making the signals very clearly, but nonetheless, it's against the Gators, and it's first down for...
Well, I think we got roughing the kicker.
Well, it's 1st and 10 for the Eagles now. So what a turn of events that was. Two missed 56-yarders.
From 1 minute to 42 seconds has taken a lifetime.
Yes. Johnson calls for the football. He's going to throw it up. And they're going to call pass interference.
It was incomplete. With a flag on the play.
It was, watch on the replay, it was Jared Brown on the coverage, never turned his head and then pushed him. The pass was intended for Marcus Mack. So six seconds ticked off the clock. Flag still down in the end zone, and they'll finally pick it up. And they waved off the flag. They wave off the flag.
There's no flag on the play.
This has been the strangest 12 seconds of my life.
I don't think you have such a thing as an uncatchable pass in high school.
Well, regardless, it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock will start on the snap. There's a pass caught to Cash Davis.
Houston Johnson's pass is complete to Cash Davis on the right side for the Eagles.
22 seconds and the clock continues to roll. 3rd down and 6. This is just for their own moral victory almost. If they can get into the end zone here. Good spin, and it's complete. Mattingly will catch it and get down to the 3. They have a timeout, and they will move the chains. It's 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. They don't call a timeout. The clock should start pretty quickly once the ball is placed. It'll be a handoff to Jackson will take it himself, a quarterback sneak. He's close, and he got into the end zone right as the buzzer sounded. As the clock ticks down to 0, the Eagles get in to make it 42-26. Quite an effort that time by the sophomore quarterback.
No doubt about that. You know, he had that little ankle twist, you know, here in the 4th quarter, and running the quarterback sneak from about 2 yards out. That was pretty impressive.
What an exciting football game. It started off shaky for the Gators, but it came on strong throughout the rest of the ball game, and they did a phenomenal job as they win this one 42-26, and the cannon continues to go off. What an exciting time. It's homecoming, and we're going to have the alma mater in just a minute, but we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us, folks, as we wrap this one up. Homecoming night, 10 in a row for the Gators as they win 10 in a row on homecoming games. We'll be back right after this. Again, the Gators win this one 42-26. Back after this on the Rev Game of the Week.
It's game time. That's right. Get ready to rev up, raise the bar. Go from 0 to 100. That's why REV is bringing the speed. Buku speed. High-powered internet speed that tackles every upload, download, and stream. With the most reliable network born right here in Louisiana. All backed by homegrown support. It's time to experience the power of Buku speed. Make the switch to REV. Visit us at letsrev.com.
From jambalaya, pastalaya, and gumbo to daily lunch specials, Pot and Paddle Jambalaya Kitchen has Cajun dishes to satisfy your hunger. Pot and Paddle has 3 locations to serve you, including the one on Cabela's Parkway in Gonzales, Jefferson Highway near Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge, and Jubin Crossing in Denham Springs. You can dine in, carry out, or let them do the catering for an office get-together or tailgating at the big game. And don't forget about their delicious daily lunch specials. You can check out their specials and more on the web at potandpaddle.com.
We're Rev Business, a local provider with nearly 90 years of experience. So when it comes to business in Louisiana, we know that personalized service is key. And we're here to go the extra mile with all fiber solutions that deliver what every business needs: reliability and quality. We're not just providers. We're the local team dedicated to helping you succeed. True partnerships are homegrown. REV Business, internet, phone, managed services. Visit us at letsrev.biz.
Mark your calendars for the first annual City of Gonzales Fall Fest. Join us on Sunday, October 27th at the Price of Law Pace Center from noon to 4 p.m. Enjoy a fantastic range of free.
And we're back for the alma mater, and let's listen to a great rendition and salute to Sandoval High School on homecoming. And that will do it. The homecoming celebration can begin. I expect it's going to be a wonderful, fun night tonight, and of course the dance is tomorrow, and what a great game it was. Well, that's going to do it for us. The final score, 42-26. The Sandoval Gators win 10 homecoming games in a row. They've got a winning streak in this regular season of 3 in a row, and they're looking to make some hay in the district as we close out the regular season in the next couple of weeks. Well, for our partner down on the field, Jolie Hartman, for our Hall of Famer David Swacker and myself, Jimmy Frederick, I want to thank our great crew, as they always do a tremendous job. Our camera operators, Jake Voisin and Chase Henderson, our great director, Nolan Wagasback, and of course, our executive producer, Lyle Boudreau. That's going to do it for us from the pit. What a ball game it has been. 42-26, the Gators come out on top on Homecoming 2024. Good night, everybody.